Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
What's up, girl? How y'all doing today on this Good Friday? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I'm back. So we can get into more of what's going on the blogs, girl. I hope y'all enjoyed yesterday's long ass live. I had a good time. I had to get some shit off my chest because, like, girl, what is going on? You know what I mean? The people online are highly volatile these days, girl. Essentially, what we find is that the community the community is in fact not okay. We see y'all. Y'all are not okay. Um, Purchase the merch. Paperluckstudios.com down below in the description box. Get you some, girl. Don't forget. I have cute things now, guys. I have coloring books because I do want y'all to get off social media sometimes. So like, like coloring and stuff. And also I have puzzles. I have puzzles. So you guys, if you want to support, if you like to color, if you like puzzles, if you love my saying that the community is not okay, because we always get more and more evidence that the community is in fact what? Not okay. So yeah, you can also get the canvas of the art if you would like. Support, 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 girl. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you to everybody that's been purchasing merch. Okay. Girl, sometimes I just gotta get people together. That's all. Sometimes I just have to remind people that they sound dumb. You know what I mean? And when they complain about how long the lives are, like, and sometimes like that's why I'm gonna put something out because I want to hire an editor. Um, so if anybody is interested, who has a job as an editor, I would really love for you guys to like, email me at bondybluebusiness.com because I need somebody to go through my lives and cut them up and put them on Bondy Blue Bites. I really need that. I also need somebody that can help me with cutting up clips of these long lives and putting them on TikTok and Instagram. So if there's anybody out there, girl, that can handle that, please email me. Um, yeah, I know, because like you help me, I help you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn my air down, girl. It's hot today in New Orleans. We're gonna start off real nice and cute, and then we're gonna get into some of the more serious topics. I do want to say this though. I don't know, what's going on the internet. I mean, I do. Essentially, bottom, the top to the bottom. The top is stressing everybody out. And so with the country being in its current form, people in general are not happy right now. People are scared, people are angry, people are confused, people are on a hamster wheel, people hate their lives, people hate their relationships, people feel lonely. People feel like there are things missing in their lives and they don't know, where to find that. And so a lot of times that energy comes out on social media. And I know everybody thinks they're a content creator and everybody wants to be a content creator. But being a content creator in the way that I do it, especially doing celebrity gossip and, these things that people feel like are so messy, but I think are important to talk about because these are the day to day issues and problems that our community and our world has, our mentalities, how we think about things, and how it shows up in our lives. That's what I do. Okay. And I feel like as a person who is just on the ground, girl, boots on the ground, paying attention, and then coming up here and talking to y'all about it, okay, from as much of an educated standpoint as I can be, okay, it comes off like y'all think we're up here just to like attack people, and like that is not the case at all. Especially when it comes to like Cardi, because I personally like Cardi, but I also am a person that sees her problematic ways. Same thing. It used to be like that with Tamar. I used to still like Tamar, but she, you drag it. You drag it at some point, and people get tired of that. And that's just what it is, right? I am a fan. I am not a stan. I like her music. I liked her new album. I play it out. You know what I'm saying? And I say all this to say I am not a hater, and nobody is praying for Cardi's downfall. In fact, most of our commentary regarding her is upset because we see her doing something that is probably not going to turn out good for her. And y'all think that is something personal in our lives, but bitch, this is what I do. This is just what I do. I don't have these types of problems. Do I have a perfect life? Absolutely not. But oh my God, everybody is just doing a lot when it comes to us talking about these people. I brought up the similarities between what Cardi is doing with Stephon Diggs and the way Nicki Minaj ruined her brand, defending her husband against his allegations on fucking Twitter. I mean, the exact same scenario. And I have Barbs, there's still Barbs apparently, in my comments talking about why y'all always got to bring up Nicki and what Nicki got to do with it. And they are not the same. Bitch, they are exactly the same at this point. At this point, they're doing the same shit. And Cardi got on Spaces and screamed and hollered into her phone. And then people had opinions about it. Everybody is not going to go along with what she says. Everybody is not going to be, because this is what it feels like. And this is what I want to say, and we're going to get into it. As a content creator, it feels like you better not say nothing about Cardi. You better not go too hard on Cardi. You better not disagree with Cardi for two reasons. For one, because you like her and you don't want her to dislike you. And for two, because you don't want her fans to start flipping the fuck out in the comments. I am not scared of you motherfuckers. I have been doing this for a long time. People get mad at me one day, hate me one day, love me the next day. Girl, I am going to say what I am going to say. And it's the same thing with the reality stars. Some of them have fucked with me at different times and some of them have not. I am still going to get up here and say what I think and what I feel from my perspective. And I feel other content creators are walking on eggshells as we, try to find the best way to talk about Cardi because we don't want it to be all of this and all of that. But I just want to say, y'all are not punking me. I am not acquiescing to that feeling. I essentially don't give a fuck if somebody dislikes me. I am going to say what I am going to say. It's my opinion. It's always coming from a genuine place because I don't know how else to be. Okay? So I just want to start out by letting everybody know where I'm coming from. Because there seems to be a lot of confusion. There are people I've been seeing in my comments for years that are saying shit to me on Instagram, and I got to block you. That's another thing. If I see a stupid comment, I might block you. I'm not going to, because I'll talk my shit when I get up here. And when I have the energy, like I said, I'll curse you out in the comments. I might make a video about you because I am tired of y'all feeling like y'all can just attack people because you hate your lives and we said something about somebody you don't like. So now you want to have an overly emotional, hostile response to some shit that's not even personal to you, but you're wilding the fuck out in the comments. Right? Y'all seen a lady I didn't have to put on blast 2 times. I thought I had blocked her the first time, or at least I thought when I made the first post, you would at least leave me the fuck alone. She ain't say nothing, but then she come back on this next post talking about I'm back, bitch. Bitch, block. What are you talking about? Like, what do you think? What do you think's happening here? You can just be blocked. Bitch, are you okay? Like, I don't have to deal with you. Are you all right? Like, they're not okay, y'all. Because what? What's happening? What's going on? Community is not okay. And please don't, I appreciate people defending me in the comments and all of that. Don't do me a favor. In the comments, y'all can go in all y'all want to. On the post and all of that, don't go to people's personal pages and start doing all of that weird shit under their comments. I don't do that, and I don't want anybody that feels like they're representing me or defending me to do that. Pop your shit in my comments. Pop your shit, on the blogs and stuff. But don't be out here on people's pages atting them behind me. Okay? Say it in my comments. Add them in my comments. Because it's fair game once you in here. Okay? But ain't nobody trying to send they thousands of fucking followers to you and your 2. I'm not interested in bullying anybody. I can say what the fuck I need to say. Now, let's get into Tamar. So you guys can, hate watch me. Hate watch me the way you like to do. Okay? All right, let's get into it, girl. Tamar, I wanted to talk to y'all about this because we still talking like this. Okay, let's listen to what she had to say, girl. Let's not forget. We thought, we didn't know what was going on with Mendici. I still don't know what's going on with her and Mendici. Were they just playing around? Were they just smashing? Did she realize he wasn't really going to leave Yandy alone? Because Yandy was on, on a TikToky. Hold up. Where was she? Yandy was on the TikToky.
With singles night and the mood is right.
Single night and you not single.
I'm just saying.
Somebody that's single to promote single night.
Listen.
We got the wrong person promoting single night.
Now this was in November 22nd. And then on Christmas, that nigga got on the radio and said they wasn't together. So I don't know what's going on, girl, but it's giving Mendici is over there playing in both of y'all faces. That's what it feel like for me. All right, let's play.
One of the qualities about me when I'm with the man is that I know how to upgrade him. You know what I'm saying? To the point, where I don't want him to feel like, oh, she's the one. I want him to feel like that. I want him to walk in the room and feel like he the one. I want him to feel that way because he's him.
I like that. There's a lot of women, they like to emasculate men. The girl got the bag.
That drives me crazy.
That you saying you big him up. He ain't got no one. Your man. But I've seen the vice versa.
I don't want that. And I don't want people to look at my man that way. You know what I mean? I want people to look at my man, respect him in his own right. He don't even have to have as much as me or have anything going on as much as me. I just want the respect factor to be in the room when we're together.
That's what it's all about, respect.
It really is.
You ain't respecting your queen, then you got something coming.
Yeah, because if my dude look corny, I look corny. And I don't want to look corny.
You don't want to look
That ain't it. One of the qualities about me when I'm with the man is that I know how to upgrade him. You know what I'm saying? To the point.
Okay. I think that if we're speaking in layman's terms, people in general should get into relationships with each other and make the overall experience better. If you want to call that an upgrade, that's just fine. But the way you and Beyonce said, y'all make it seem like y'all going shopping for these niggas and it's not Christmas or their birthday. Y'all make it seem like y'all care more about the way the man is seen in public or to other people. That matters more than how they treat you in private. I think that's weird. Another young lady was on the internet saying something similar. And I think it's because there is a level of, I hate to say it, y'all, but there's a level of like ignorant shit going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like people that are like so, their self-esteem has been beat so much that it's almost like they're just indignant about being down there, about just having a lower frequency in the way that they think about themselves and the way that they think about relationships. When you notice at large how often you get taken advantage of by a man, when do you stop upgrading and giving away parts of yourself in order to better him? When do you stop doing that? When do you hold your horses? Like when do you pull back just a tad bit so that that man can actually show up for you? And I just kind of feel like at large, we all have a problem with this. I had a problem with this, girl. That's why I speak on it. Because the truth of the matter is, a lot of women really do see themselves as under a man. You don't want to admit that. You're going to say, I don't see myself under no man. But then you let him disrespect you. But he's held to a different standard. The things that he does to you, you can't do to him. So to me, that is in fact a relationship where you admit that he's above you, you're below him, and that means he can disrespect you, but you and no one can disrespect him. That's a weird type of dynamic for me. That's a hierarchical dynamic in a relationship that I think fosters abuse. And so I don't get jiggy with that shit. I believe in loving on people because they inspire that. And not from a desperate, thirsty place where I feel like I have something to prove to other people about how I'm taking care of a man. Girl, please. He's not a child. He's not a child. He's a grown adult man. And when you start treating them like that, they start acting like that. When y'all treat them like babies, when you infantilize your men, and not just like as a sweet gesture, but as a way of being, they misuse you, they weaponize incompetence, and they are fucking lazy because the easiest thing to do is to let you do it. So yeah, I don't like the mentality that I'm seeing here. And this, we can't expect anything from anyone dealing with blueface. Like if you're dealing with blueface, I'm going to automatically assume that your self-esteem is in the garbage can. And the garbage can is in the basement. And the basement is on the way to hell. Okay? This is where I'm going to, like you're a stairwell above crack whore begging the nigga for dick and drugs. Like you're just a step above that. Okay? So this is Nivea Acura. This is Blueface's new girlfriend. Some of y'all may have seen her online clocking his toxicity, right? Everybody likes her. But it's like, girl, don't give her too many brownie points thinking that, oh, she got self-respect. She's still with him. Calm down. She said, if you have friends encouraging you to be a hoe because your man is doing what men do, remember, ladies, you're not a man and she's not your friend. Girl, this is how a lot of y'all don't have any friends. This is how we talk about male-centered women being dangerous for other women. Because essentially, your friend gave you excellent advice. I don't know what y'all problem is with hoeing. I don't know what y'all problem is with that. Y'all don't seem to mind the men that you are allowing to put their penises inside of you. You don't mind him being a whore. So I'm so confused about what you think you're accomplishing by being puritanical while being with a weird hoe ass nigga. It's very odd. It's like I'm better than the hoes you cheat on me with. Y'all are swapping dick juice though. If you and her pH are lining up, bitch, you're not that much better than her. Okay? And yes, ladies, you're not a man. You're not a man, which means it's much easier for you to have fun out here. Have fun out here, girl. Be smart, have discernment. But it was so funny to me that the way this young woman is speaking, it's as if she thinks she's smart, even though she's in a relationship with fucking Blueface. Like, you don't even understand that you can't change him. Like, you don't even get that. You think you're about to be the girl where he's not going to treat me like that because I'm special. I'm different. Okay. You may feel like that girl wasn't your friend, and it's probably because the advice that she gave you made you feel dumb. The advice that she gave you made you feel stupid. And so now you online talking shit about your friend so that a man who don't even like himself can disrespect you. And you just lay down and take it because at least you're on a pedestal, right? I'm better than all of them because I'm not fucking other men. Yeah, but you fucking every man, every woman that he fuck, you fucking those niggas too because whatever they give to him, he's going to give to you. So I don't know why you think you're on a pedestal fucking around with Jonathan. Carlisa's son? Girl. Carlisa's son, girl? Ah, that's interesting. That takes me to TikTok. Let me see if I can find this, y'all, because people have been like doing the most on the internet about this. Hold up. My best friend. My best friend. Stop being my friend for a man. Trying to find that, y'all. Let me see if I. Okay, yeah, okay. So y'all, everybody on
My friend of 4 years just
hold up. This right here coincides with that last story, right? Because online currently, this young lady, whoever this is, she posted this story. I saw it originally. I remember having a similar situation happen, and it wasn't even that serious, but it was. You like a certain thing. When you and I are together and you and I talk, you say you want this. You find a man that you like, and he's not giving you what you want. He's giving you a lot of other stuff, but it's not exactly what you want, right? And as a friend, I say, hey, girl, yeah, that's cool and everything, but you said you wanted this, and he's still not giving you that. She got upset. I haven't said anything about it since, okay? Because a lot of the times, you can't tell your friends the truth about a man because they are emotionally invested in a way that causes them to be defensive. They're going to be defensive because they might feel dumb or they don't want to hear it from you. But the way y'all turn this into the friend is the problem, that's where I just kind of be like, is the friend the problem, or do you just want to be left alone in your miserable relationship and she should just leave you alone in your miserable relationship? And that's cool. But either way, I'm going to let her talk because I don't even remember everything that she said. But people been online eating this lady up.
Ended our friendship over a man. I'm going to tell you the story. So the way it works out is her birthday, their anniversary, Christmas, my birthday, New Year's. So
she wanted her friend's man.
Okay, yeah. See,
That's why she.
Yeah, he's saying that. Where's the original post? I want the original post.
My friend of 4 years just ended our friendship over a man. This is literally what I said. Where did y'all go for y'all anniversary? And she goes, oh, we just went out to dinner. He got me flowers and some jewelry. And I was like, and she was like, don't start. Now I'm gonna start. And we all need to start starting with our friends who are accepting like low effort shit from the men that they're with. Now let me preface this by saying he's a man of means, okay? I sold this man his third property when I was in real estate. I've seen his pay stuff. This man makes well into the mid to high six figures, okay? And you are the type of person that likes to travel because we bonded over that. We've traveled and taken trips together before. It's just so minimal to me what he does for her every time. A birthday, flower, dinners, a gift. Anniversary, flowers, dinners, gift. Like, it's the same shit over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, girl, you deserve better. There's over 70 luxury resorts in the United States alone. Even if he just took you to one a year, it would take y'all a lifetime. Literally. You should not just be.
Now, y'all in the comments, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, they got 75 resorts? Because I was like, oh, I'm about to find them, and me and Lyric might be going to them. Girl, listen. And I'm going to let her finish, and we'll get into it.
At home all the time when y'all doing big celebrations like this. Like, I feel like you're just accepting. Yo, and this is what pisses me off so much about it, is that whenever she's talking about him and stuff that he does, it's always spectacular. But when she talks about stuff that he does for her, like, yes, it's nice, but it's not spectacular in comparison to what he does for himself. I'm like, girl, this man does not like you. He's with you. You're integrated into his life. Yeah, he may say he loves you, but he does not like you. My friend of 4 years just ended our friendship over a man. This is literally what I said.
Okay. So that's what she said happened. Her friend stopped being her friend because she said, girl, that man do more for himself than he do for you, girl. That man, I know you know, cute, like, yeah, that's once in a while, like your little dinner gift and all of that. Girl, I get it. But every time, even though you like to travel and he still ain't took you nowhere and he got money, girl, what's up with that? Yeah, okay, so I'ma just tell y'all, I agree with I agree with her. I agree with her. And I would just not tell my friend. I would just let her deal with that on her own because it's just kind of like, you can see it. You're on the outside looking in. So you can see the issue. She's on the inside, so she can't really see it. She'll figure it out eventually because men that are doing that to you, eventually that shit comes to a head because they are like purposefully withholding from you. At some point, you'll get tired. You'll complain about it. You may not leave, but it'll be a conversation or a feeling that you have. So I feel like, I mean, again, people are, oh, she wanted the man. A lot of y'all are saying that. Why is she counting his pockets? All of, you know, I think all of that's interesting, but y'all act like when you are really friends with somebody and y'all talk about the things that she goes through in a relationship, y'all talk about how much money he makes. Like, you know all of these personal things because this is your fucking friend. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know why everybody, like, yeah, let me see. Let me read some of y'all comments. Uh damn, they was moving so fast. Heavy on, he may love you, but he does not like you. Okay. I'ma tell the truth 2 times. After that, don't bring it up to me anymore because I'ma tell you you don't want the truth. You want a solution to deal with your situation. Y'all are my people in here. If he's funding her lifestyle, that's not low effort. Nobody said that he was funding her lifestyle. Like, how we know the lady don't work? And y'all, everything, if he never took her out of the country, not once, and every time they have an anniversary or a birthday, it's the same thing, even though she would like to travel, that is low effort. That is low effort. Y'all in general give these niggas brownie points for nothing. Friend is stigmatized. Definitely one of the things. I thought y'all was gonna say he didn't even remember their anniversary. Well, no, because the conversation isn't about him being totally inept, because sometimes that's exactly the thing, right? For a lot of women, it's not that the nigga beating your ass, cheating on you every day or nothing like that, but it is how you feel that there's no zhuzhing for you. You might do all of this extra shit for them. You might surprise them with shit on a daily basis. Just do little nice, sweet shit. And time will have went by and you would have been like, well, when's the last time this nigga did something like that for me? And do you know you have to bring it up in order to remind these niggas that they have to be doing shit like that? Because they don't really be thinking about it. They don't. That being with, like, a lot of the times, men do not think about ways to be sweet to a woman the way a woman will be plotting on this man having a good day. So yeah, no, I think that I definitely understand as a woman what she's saying. And you do want to shake your friend's shoulders. I think when I was younger, I was gonna tell the truth whether you liked it or not. And a lot of people didn't like being friends with me after I would say something that was a truth they wasn't ready to deal with. And honestly, I'm fine with that because I can't be around people that's, like, you that fucking upset about it. We can't be cool no more because I said some shit you ain't like that bad. Like, really, bitch? Now I'm a bad person because I told the truth about how that fuck ass person treated you. Girl, all right. Excuse me for feeling bad for you. Excuse me for having empathy for you. I'll just stop. Is that the response we want our friends to have? Bitch, he over there mistreating you. He over there neglecting you. You over there unhappy. You over there, yeah, it was nice, but oh, well, I guess that was enough for you then, girl. That's how you have to be. If they are okay with accepting low effort, you have to just be like, You know what I'm saying? Now, do I feel like the friend should end their friendship because she was real enough to have this conversation with you? No. Like, just go be mad and get over it. But like, ending a friendship with somebody that is a good friend to you just because they say the truth you wasn't ready to deal with, yeah, I mean, that just means you didn't deserve the friendship anyway. And girl, just go find somebody that is not gonna be dragging you around complaining about their nigga, and then when you have actual emotions and empathize with them and want better for them, they get mad at you. Girl, like I said, one time I told my homegirl some shit, and it seemed like, she didn't blow up about it or anything, but she was upset about it, and I found out about it later. And I was just like, okay, you ain't gonna never hear a fucking word from me about it again. I'm just saying. I might see that nigga out on the street some fucking well with somebody. Hey, how you doing? I don't have nothing to say. Not my business. Okay. I'm been it and I ain't in it. Okay. If that's how y'all want it to be. Now, me personally, I don't want nobody bringing me no bullshit all the time, but there's no bullshit to be brought to me. But, I want people to be honest with me. I want my friends to be honest with me. I also want them to feel like they can talk to me. I know I can be a scary person for people, but you can say it. Like, I'm not gonna bite your fucking head off. Even if it makes me uncomfortable, I don't like what you said, I'm gonna take a deep breath and I'm gonna really think about what you said. Cause I never want to make anybody feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? But I also am like, girl, I thought being a friend was being honest with your friend and trying to like make sure, hey girl, I know you really like this nigga, so you may not be able to see this, but you know, this and that. But to me, it is a culture in the community
There's
of
some
you can bully women into staying in relationships, but you better not ever tell them that they should leave the shit. That's the black community a lot of the time. Black women will treat you like, yeah, he could be knocking her ass over the head, and you tell her to stay with him, and everybody will be like, good advice, girl. He got a house, he take good care of you. Like it was just one time, like two, 3 times, girl. It was all right. Good advice. Stay with him. They tell you, girl, no man should be doing anything like that to you. You should leave. Girl, why you hating on them people? Why you hating on them people? And I was just like, okay. That's why I said, like, I don't need a person that's a victim of something to recognize they're a victim of something in order for me to say, bitch, you a victim. Like, you don't have to say it, but it's still happening. Okay? And I'm still gonna say it. So you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but my words are gonna be said. Okay? Because y'all be real mad about people saying shit all the time. Let's see. Ooh. Let's hear from a man that has allegations about fucking teenagers about how men feel about women, shall we?
suckers out
You
there.
think it's a sucker if a man take a woman back
Hell
after cheating?
yeah, he's a sucker.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why?
The lady to take
Because
you
the
back.
man.
And
Yeah.
do? And
Yeah.
do?
So
What makes him a sucker? I
this
really
is a
want to hear
great
this.
conversation.
Why is she and do like why it sound like she's trying to pick up a Baltimore accent? I know they from up there, but girl, have y'all ever heard her sound like that?
Right?
Because he took me
Especially
back, but I'm going to let you go.
when you a man. I'm not saying you could do whatever you want to each his own. Bottle of 1800.
Okay, well, what makes him a sucker, though? You got to tell me.
So a man that comes from nothing, who found a way to get himself out of that and do a little success in life, he gets with a girl.
Why are you automatically assuming that the man comes from survival? What?
Makes her his queen. He treats her like his queen. He gives her everything. He hunts, goes out there, makes notes.
Girl, who the fuck is hunting? And why are you romanticizing it like men don't get with women and dog them out and cheat on them? Especially men with money. What are you talking about?
Excuses, no matter what the stress is, no matter what the case is. He come in the back to give her shit. She with her girls. She looking just as fly as her girls, this, that. You got to understand, when that woman violates that, the man don't know how to handle that. And he just loses it. Because he's like, yo, you violated that. I don't, because with no disrespect, if you're a provider, you're a guy that did, especially when you come from nothing. I'm not talking about a trust fund baby. I'm talking about a person who came up from nothing and said, all right, I'm going to share this world with this woman and give her everything equal, whatever we do. And then she violates. It's a whole nother way of forgiving this and this and that.
That is usually not the fucking case. This man is speaking in as ifs and what ifs like a motherfucker. Okay? Let's be very clear. There aren't point out one rich man that got with a woman and not cheated on her. Like, y'all really be like, why did he have to create this scenario where a nigga is a perfect man? Right? He's the perfect, like we don't know a nigga like this, but he gonna wrap us up in a scenario of a fantastical nigga in order to make it seem so wrong for a woman to do something to a man that y'all think is not that big of a deal when it's done to a woman.
Now, we've talked about it. Like if our friends, they get in a problem with their girl or whatever, that's not our business because 9 times out of 10 times they getting back together.
Oh, so now we talking about how when we see our homeboy beating on his old lady, we don't get involved because they gonna get back together. So we just let the domestic violence happen because they gon'. So now we just moving from cheating to domestic violence. What the fuck is going on? Why does Joe have a podcast?
And then you in the middle trying to be like, yo, this, you know what I'm saying? I learned that. You know what I mean? I lost friends over that. I used to be the dude to bring the guy to the situation.
Oh, wow.
Like, yo, let's go. Meet me out over Sabaros. Your girl over here with the... What we doing to this dude right here? What we doing right now?
So it sounds like, y'all tell me if I'm tripping. Sounds like he just said we would see one of the homeboy old ladies out cheating and we would call him and whoever else to come. And if he beat her ass when we catch them out, then we don't get involved. Is that what you're saying? That you set women up to get beat by men if they cheat on their boyfriends? Because we know you niggas ain't marrying these women.
And then the next day you see him with his girl riding in the car. You like, yo, I played myself. Like, why did I even get involved?
Yeah, but this is why I think the way that I think now as a.
So he's now a sucker because they stayed together. And that's why you shouldn't take a woman back, because then your homeboy is going to think you a sucker. And then the homeboy that was willing to fight for your integrity is going to feel, bad. He's going to have all these bad emotions like, damn, I shouldn't have tried to help him. I shouldn't have tried to do anything. So now I just feel like if a woman cheat on a man, you should not take her back, because then I'm going to be upset. Don't do that. Girl, what the fuck is Fat Joe going through?
Woman, because in that situation, I did have the bag, right? And he felt insecure and he used to piss me off. I couldn't understand, like, why do you not think that you're enough, right? And I used to sun the fuck out of him. And like you were saying, what's that word you said? Emasculate him.
Woo!
And that's not a good feeling.
You were sunning him, huh?
Sunning.
And then you cheated on him.
Why? Because I could.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think like that anymore.
It takes a strong man.
She's a liar. She's a liar.
To hold a woman down and know that you the breadwinner and all that, and just treat them equal to you.
You're in the pits.
Yeah, it takes a strong man to make a woman wake up every day and walk out the house knowing she could do what the fuck she want. That you got her back, that you protected, that you this, there ain't no problem. It's God than you.
Yeah.
When you violate that cipher, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's how most men feel, even the construction worker.
Yeah, because most of y'all feel like women are your property and you should be able to control what women do, and women shouldn't be able to do the things that you do. Just like old girl said, women can't do the things that men do. I'm like, who are the men fucking, since you think that women can't go and have sex with men when they want to? Since women can't do hoe shit, who do you think these niggas is doing hoe shit with? Yes, they can. They literally can. Women can go and have sex with whoever they want to have sex with. They literally can. Literally. Now, are these women consenting? Because Fat Joe has some allegations.
Fucking McDonald's guy. He going out there busting his ass every day. He did.
Also, why do y'all always frame men having jobs as if they have jobs to take care of some woman? They have a job to take care of themselves. You're not doing me a favor because you have a fucking job. Like, what are you talking about? Most, like, especially the people he's talking about that come from the hood. Like, ain't none of these women at home sitting on their fucking elbows, not working while a nigga going to McDonald's. Like, what are you talking about? Who do you think this nigga is, Calvin? Like, hey, Calvin, like, what the fuck is you talking about? What stereotype, like, what 90s, early 2000s world is Fat Joe's mind in when he comes to these, conclusions about people? Like, what are you talking about?
This is a problem. Now, have I seen the greatest killers in the universe? The realest guys that I thought would kill a factory of guys to catch their wives and be like, okay, we worked it out. This shit was shocking to me. Like, I'm like, what? Huh? He's killing the whole gym. Come back. Nah, we good. Love is something.
It is. But I broke him and I knew that.
He ain't deserve you anyway.
I feel sorry for him.
I do. Because let me tell you, like in the film.
What is this self-deprecating shit that she's doing right now? What man is she talking about? Is she talking about that white boy? I know she's not talking about that white boy. It's like she don't even see that he was always using her. She really think because she went in on him, called him a bunch of wiggers or some shit, and cheated on him, right? That means that he wasn't using her from the beginning. She's the bad guy. She wants to be the bad guy. She wants to be the bad guy. And what you're going to do, you're telling all of these men this story, the next man that you get into a relationship with, when y'all fall out, that man will bring this shit up. They will throw this, that you, all of this accountability you trying to have and be honest about, oh, I hurt him, I hurt him, I hurt him. The niggas that you get into relationships will use this against you later. But go ahead, keep sucking dick.
Yes, he ain't deserve you. That motherfucker wasn't strong enough. He wasn't what you was describing a while ago. That motherfucker weak. You stepped on him.
He was weak.
Kept it pushing. He was weak.
Y'all see how quick he switched it, right? So she cheated with Mendices. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, girl, but Tamar is a bunch of confusion. About the confusion, oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where else can we go? Because y'all was flipping out, not y'all, but you know, on TikTok and on Instagram, everybody was flipping out about Nicki Minaj. And I'm like, I don't know why there are still barbs on the internet defending her after this, but y'all could just not. Like, I don't know what the point of that is, coming to people's pages to tell them you're upset that they're talking about Nicki Minaj. Like, I'm going to talk about Nicki Minaj. I'm going to talk about whoever the fuck I want to talk about on the internet, especially if they're a celebrity and they keep coming to the internet screaming into a phone. Like, she comes on the internet and tweets for dear God in a manic episode and we can't respond to it and make our motherfucking money and make social commentary on it? Yeah, I think not. I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. I don't understand why y'all are still standing for this woman. She don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all are weird. Y'all need self-esteem. Y'all actually do need to be in these lives so that y'all can build some fucking self-esteem, because you need to build self-esteem. If you are a grown adult person going around on the internet fighting in comments for another grown adult person that just told you she don't give a fuck about your black ass, your immigrant ass, or your gay ass. Please explain to me why there are nothing but black, gay motherfuckers in the comments talking to me on behalf of a woman that was just a complete and utter traitor to everybody. Y'all are in abusive relationships. Real shit. Y'all are in abusive relationships. So Nicki Minaj deportation petition surpasses 80,000 signatures as second petition nears 40,000 more. Now, I don't know what y'all think this gonna do, right? I don't know. I don't know if this is supposed to work, but I guess this is just a statement that the people are making, okay? That they want you to go. Girl, get on up out of here. You know why? Because you're not even African American. You're not even a citizen. And you're getting in political spaces, speaking up for Americans, which a lot of us feel like you used our culture to prosper. And now you're trading us over for whatever you think those white people are going to give you. I don't know why y'all don't read history, why y'all don't pay attention to the black people that have tried this formula and continue to fail, because those people are really racist. They are really racist. Just because you think they're being nice to you in your face doesn't mean they're not plotting on you, and they won't discard you like they do every other black person that tries to cozy up to this demographic of white people. Every time y'all try to cozy up and go kiss ass with these people, they always play you on the back end. They always play you out on the back end every single time. Even with January 6th, the black people that called themselves down there trying to take over the fucking Capitol, they asses was still in jail. They didn't get released because the person that's heading all of this, the head of all of this, is extremely racist. And I don't have to provide you evidence of that because it's all over the place. If you can't see that he's racist, you're either ignoring it because you're brainwashed, or you just are extremely ignorant. And I'm going to tell you, like I've been telling you, go watch some Black history documentaries, go read some books. Girl, go inform yourself, but stop arguing with people when you don't know what the fuck you talking about. A lot of y'all don't seem to understand racism anymore, and I don't know when this happened. I don't know. I don't know, girl. Yep, it never works. Look at Stacey Dash. Omarosa, Ben Carson. Girl, you can just go look up the list of black people that played the fuck out of themselves behind this regime, or who continue to just play this game with thinking that you can be a good black or a good immigrant for people that are essentially racist and xenophobic. There's no amount of being a good version that's gonna save you. These people are crazy. These people have mental illnesses. And you're going along with it because you're scared. Even though you got money, even though you can just fly yourself to another fucking country somewhere, you would be perfectly fine, right? Nicki Minaj. Can't Nicki Minaj just pick up and go fly to any country and have her a nice mansion somewhere and be living in peace? This is how you know that motherfuckers having all of this money and all of this fame and all of this love from the barbs does not make one happy, because they still get on the internet to argue about crazy shit or to do really, really like what? Trolly ass shit like this. This was a troll, y'all. This was a troll ass thing for her to do. Herman McCain. Girl, this is sad. This is sad that she going out like this. But we knew that she was gonna go out bad when she started defending weird ass people. And I'm gonna tell y'all when I was really through. When I was really, really through, yeah, I was really through when she was trying to get Jennifer Huff to recant her statement so that he could get off the sex offenders registry list. That was when I really stopped, was like, okay, I can't fuck with you no more. But what really like pissed me off was when after, what's that white Mexican boy name? 6ix9ine went to jail for what he did, which also involved him harming a 15-year-old girl or some shit. You went and did a song with him when the whole of the industry was like, we not fucking with him. You went and did a song with him. She's been doing shit like this. She's been doing shit like this, y'all. People say this person is violent against women and this person is racist against black people, and Nicki Minaj will go and sign up to be their new partner in crime. It's giving self-hate. It's giving you don't like yourself. It's giving you hate yourself. But we all feel like, well, not all. I feel like you do, based on you choosing to be in a relationship with that man and then going about everything you've done since then. It does feel like self-sabotage, even if it's subconscious. It does feel like on some level you don't have the love for your blackness that you should. And it makes my feelings that Nicki Minaj was always being fake. That's why I don't know why anybody would call her authentic. I've always felt that she was fake. Like, for instance, one of the fakest moments ever. Miley, what's up? Girl, what? So you gangster with Miley Cyrus, girl? What you gonna do? You gonna beat up Miley Cyrus? Girl? You tough if you can go beat up a white girl named Miley Cyrus? That was one of the most corniest things ever. I remember being like, girl, what? Anytime she, is on the mic and she's talking in that voice and doing all of this, I'm like, bitch, you are so fake and so corny. My God. Like, it just looked like she don't really like herself. Y'all may like her, but it looked like she don't like herself. And that's just my opinion. Okay? Pressing. What else is going on? Speaking of another predator that she always was defending, we did talk about the fact that Drake and Adin Ross are being sued, right? Okay, but then also, y'all know the black people have been online. Now they've decided to defend Doechii against Adin Ross, but it's really fake to me. It is really on. I'm not even gonna lie. All of y'all now deciding y'all want to say something about Adin Ross after he already said the shit last year. He already said the shit. Y'all are just now saying something because Doechii defended herself, and now everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon like, yeah, fuck that guy. But y'all don't really feel like that for real, because y'all still do the same shit. Y'all still do the same shit. Like, to me, the way y'all respond to Ari Lennox, same shit. Same shit. Which means we should go to that next, right? I was trying to see if there was another story about the Adin Ross situation. But that's still a good segue, y'all. Okay, that was still a good setup. Now let's go and listen to Tichina Arnold say more dumb shit. So first of all, let me start off. Let me see if I can find that clip about her talking about reverse racism first. so that we could see what she's apologizing for. I already said that was some stupid ass shit and that she really pissed me off because you made it a point to basically call
people don't
you made it a point to basically call Ari Lennox a crazy bitch that's just making noise for no reason. That's what you did. You insinuated that she's just crazy starting shit and she doesn't know what she's talking about because she said that she didn't like the way she feels when she watched your show and see how you're talked to and how you're treated on the show. You decided to tell her that she needed to go and check with her family and her friends and ask them and maybe go talk to her therapist, maybe. Like you were insinuating that something is wrong with her and she doesn't know where that feeling came from, but it's not from you and your show. You talked to that lady like she was fucking crazy through an interview. You did. You absolutely did. It was nasty to me. The energy of it was nasty to me. So my shock and surprise when you want to come and apologize for this. Let's go.
realize that reverse colorism happens as well.
Oh yeah, dude.
And
What do you mean as well? Let's start there. Let's break it down for a second. You said that there was no colorism. So how are you going to say that there's reverse colorism as well? Because then that would insinuate that you are admitting that there was colorism to begin with in order for you to now be talking about reverse colorism. This is another example of us not loving ourselves enough because you can find empathy and sympathy for a light-skinned person, but you can't find it for somebody that looks the same as you, Tichina. Because Ari looks like you. You have no sympathy or empathy for her perspective, but you want to make sure you come up here and publicly apologize to your light-skinned friend? Because you did, and I don't even know why you was apologizing to Tisha, but I'm going to let it play, y'all.
I remember Tisha, she would cry sometimes. It would be so bad because we had a live studio audience. And the girls, the black girls would come in and they were there for Martin. You know, and that was Martin like this Def Comedy Jam and stuff. So it was that kind of crowd that would come to our shows. And they would laugh so hard, they would bang on the floor like you would hear. It was just crazy from the laughter of the audience. And every time, the whole first season, every time Tisha would walk out, all you hear was, they would not laugh at her jokes.
Wow.
They treated her horribly.
That's crazy.
And I was treated fine because, you know, you would think there would be me because I'm going back and forth with him. But no, they did not want Martin having a girlfriend. Wow. She just so happened to be.
So how would that be reverse colorism? It makes me feel like you have no idea what colorism is if you think. So first of all, if it was, like you say, reverse colorism, which is not a thing, okay? Light-skinned people do get mistreated for varying reasons, absolutely. But colorism speaks to a hierarchy of being closer to whiteness and how that gets you access to certain privileges or better treatment. Gina was treated better on the show as a character, was treated better than Pam was. In the writing of the show, in the script, she's treated better. I don't care that it's Martin's girlfriend. I don't give a fuck. In the way they were treated as individuals, he didn't have to be as nasty as he was to Pam all the time, but he was. It is an example of colorism. Light-skinned girl, brown-skinned girl. Brown-skinned girl gets treated terribly, gets talked to crazy by the man. The man is kinder, nicer, doesn't say the same type of terrible jokes to the light-skinned person, doesn't refer to her as an animal, doesn't dehumanize her, and never tells her she looks like a man. Brown-skinned woman tells her that she looks like a man. So first of all, you're doing the colorism thing because you're masculating a brown-skinned woman, making it seem as if dark skin is masculinity. Y'all do this all the time. That's why racism and that femininity and masculinity shit, that's why it works on my nerves, because it is in fact racism the way y'all think about it, because you automatically view femininity in the gaze of a white woman, a soft, fragile, limp wrist white woman, as if that's an example of all white women or Black women or Latina women or whoever, Hawaiian women. No, a lot of women are strong and tall and have, you know, thicker arms, bitch, like whatever the situation is. But a lot of women are like this, but y'all tell those women that they're fat and they need to lose weight so that they can be frail and limp like the white girls that y'all think exemplify femininity.
Light skin.
Yeah.
You know, the way we used to crap on Tichina about being light skin, oh my God. It was bad. So we have jokes, but my relationship.
Okay. Tila Tyler, you don't have to explain anything to me. I already said that light-skinned people do experience mistreatment, but it is not what we're talking about in the system of colorism. Your light-skinned daughter might get treated badly by other black kids that do not, or other black people, because of how colorism has affected them. They don't have systematic power and a hierarchy. Colorism affected people on the job. Unless your light-skinned daughter is being made fun of or discriminated against at her school or something like that because she's light-skinned, this is not the same. That's not the same type of conversation. Okay? Yes, you can be mistreated by your peers. You can. The power dynamic is not the same. That's why we say that black people can't be racist, because they don't have the systematic power in order to be racist. That's why. Okay? I just want to be clear. Let's go back.
Okay, listen, we all have opinions.
Because it's not reverse colorism. It's not. Like, it's just not. That is not a thing. Because again, the colorism is talking about a systematic issue that also takes place in government, jobs, schools, not just in the interpersonal relationships between black people that are grappling with the fact that dark-skinned people are treated worse in those spaces. So when they come home, they might exact all of that anger on light-skinned people in their families, but they don't have the power to stop that light-skinned person from getting a job or going to a school or something like that.
We all have our right to opinions, but we also have responsibility. So when I misspeak, I like to apologize for that, because you're never too old to learn. Yeah. So I made a statement on Dion Cole about reverse colorism. I was speaking too fast, just speaking from experience, but I never ever want to insult anyone for no reason. And I misspoke. I spoke too soon. I asked my sons, my TV sons, how they felt about it, and they corrected me. So I stand corrected, and my apologies for anyone who mistook what I said. But it wasn't in the spirit of which I said. I just misspoke.
Yeah, you were speaking to your experience of witnessing prejudice against a lighter skinned person, which is a result of colorism.
Hello.
Reverse colorism ain't a thing, right?
Hello.
Colorism is the system that benefits lighter skinned people because it's closer to white supremacy. Reverse colorism.
Okay, listen, we all have opinions. We all have our right to opinions, but we also have responsibility. So when I misspeak,
ain't a thing.
And also, that's something that happens. You were there to personally witness.
Right, you were speaking to your experience
with somebody that you love, and what you meant was Tisha went through something that she personally felt, and you witnessed it, and it did happen, and it was based off just her. You felt her being lighter skinned.
And trust me, I've been through colorism all my life.
We all
so,
okay. Then, and another thing is that I still have a problem with you. Was this an apology to Ari? Because I didn't hear Ari mentioned.
But I misspoke. And sometimes when actors do interviews, we talk, and you know, I got a big mouth. So I say stuff, and it just,
it's Jeanette. It's Jeanette. You know, we got a whole lay hand.
Okay. But I am never, ever, ever too old to learn.
Yeah,
you ain't too old.
Also, you know,
56.
We do.
But I still look good, so shut up.
Still look good.
Of course, nobody's debating that.
Thank you. All right, bye.
Ain't a thing.
So yeah, I really wish that she had vocalized an apology to Ari, and I feel like what she was saying was kind of encompassing the commentary on the way she responded to Ari. But it wasn't it was more of an apology to Tisha. And I don't feel like Tisha needed an apology for that. I don't think Tisha needed an apology for you saying reverse colorism. we as the public deserve an apology, because that is you putting out misinformation. Like the woman that is in my comments upset about how her daughter is being treated. So she is so upset emotionally about that she can't hear that no, it's not colorism, it's not reverse colorism, because colorism is a hierarchical system. That's not happening. Your daughter is experiencing prejudice. Your daughter might be experiencing bullying. It's not colorism. It's not reverse colorism, because she is the person that is at the top of the hierarchy of color, the caste system. The lighter you are, the closer you are to whiteness, the more you have access, the more you are accepted at large. So even if she's being picked on, right, as a young girl, as a grown adult woman, her being light-skinned will very much so help her in this colorist, racist life that we all live. And again, as I said, a lot of the times, light-skinned people are being bullied in their families because of the colorism that's taking place on a larger scale, right? So I've heard this story many a times, right? I'm from Louisiana. It's a bunch of light-skinned people. And I also understand light-skinned people feeling like they have to fight in order to be to be seen as fully black. Because people think see you as lighter tone and all of a sudden assume that you biracial or some shit when you got 2 black parents, okay? But let's not forget, a lot of that happened because light-skinned black people understood colorism and how it affected them. And so they decided to only marry and procreate with other light-skinned people and to keep that in check in their family, because then their family would have an easier life and be able to easily attain education and wealth if they were lighter complected. Let's be informed. Let's not be overly emotional. Let's be informed. The more you know. All right? Okay. Let's move on. Oh, girl. LA Reid. Girl, I forgot about this, but shout out to Drew Dixon. Okay? Keep your foot on these niggas' necks. Okay? So music mogul LA Reid is set to face trial next week. The lawsuit stems from allegations made by former record executive Drew Dixon, who claims Reid sexually assaulted her while they worked together at Arista Records in the early 2000s. As first reported by Page Six, Grammy-winning artist John Legend is expected to testify during the proceedings. His involvement is tied to Dixon's claim that Reid later retaliated against her professionally, including allegedly blocking Legend from being signed at the label. Drew Dixon alleges that Reid sexually assaulted her on 2 separate occasions in 2001 while she served as vice president of A&R at Arista. At the time, Reid was president of the label and one of the most powerful executives in the business. According to Dixon, the assaults occurred behind closed doors during work-related interactions, moments that left her stunned and fearful about her future in the industry. They always do this. And now I'm starting to think it's not just because they're pigs and they feel like women's bodies are, property that they can just touch and do whatever they want to do to whenever. It's also because they know treating you like this will push you out of your position. I do think now the sexual harassment that happens at large, especially to black women in some of these spaces and to women, period, is because men want to keep us out of these jobs. When y'all, why don't women work in these careers? Why don't women do this? Why don't women do that? Because men make the environment so dangerous for us that sometimes women would rather give up on their dream of being a music executive or being a fucking welder, because men are trying to abuse you in order to keep you out of that job, because they are always in competition with you and view a woman doing a job that they do as dismantling their manhood, because it is fragilely built on the idea that they're better than women. So when women come into these spaces and do the job better or just as good, that is an attack on their self-esteem, because their self-esteem is predicated on the idea that they do everything better than a woman. Right? So yeah, LA Reid is a freak nasty, weird nigga. Like, I just do feel like there's like a control aspect for him, a power aspect for him. I like you, you're beautiful, I want you, you don't want me, I don't like the feeling, so I'm gonna push past your boundaries and I'm gonna have you anyway. And then when you continue to brutally rebuff me, bitch, I'm going to make it hard for you in the industry. Yes, I do feel like men do this shit on purpose when they are jealous, when they are envious, when they want to push a woman out of a position out of fear that she may take their position or grow higher than them. Let's see an example. Because I did want to come to y'all about this because another woman was killed. Another woman was killed because she wanted to be a welder. A coworker stalked her and harassed her. She reported it. They did nothing about it, and he killed her.
In the life of a female welding student. Let me push this content aside for a minute while I tell y'all what's really going down. For the past few weeks, I've been getting harassed bad at welding school by men. So bad that I've been having mental breakdowns in the bathroom, in the car, at home, and even at school. I've been trying so hard not to just let my temper or my emotions spill out. I work so hard, and I shouldn't have to fight in order to learn. But the truth is, I've been harassed so much, I actually started thinking about dropping out of welding school. And that hurts me to even say that out loud. And now I finally understand why there's only 5% women in the trade. I finally understand why welding is so male-dominated and why all the trades are male-dominated. Because I know I'm not the first woman they did this to. I know there's other women who walked in with dreams like how I have dreams.
And they're at school.
And got bullied right out the door. But I'm going to tell y'all what happened to me. Not because I want sympathy, but because I want people to understand what women in the trades go through. What we really go through. So let me tell y'all my story.
She got a YouTube. Okay, one sexy BBW. Okay, girl, you're very beautiful.
Day in the life of a...
But this is not the first time I've heard of that. Okay, that was they literally a man stalked and killed a woman because she wanted to be a fucking welder, and it's insane.
There's a conversation.
Hold up, let me see if this the one
That's happening around men not taking what their partners or wives say at face value and need.
Oh yeah, not that one. Okay, let's move on. All right, y'all. Next topic. So, you guys, R. Kelly's daughter, Buku Abi, is speaking out to clear the air during a recent interview with Reginae. Seems like Reginae is doing a great job over there with her podcast, getting some good interviews that are going viral. And I wanted to talk about this, so let's listen.
Well, one, I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this.
Please, bro.
I love my father, okay? It's a big misconception that there is hate or like animosity towards him. It's none of that. At the end of the day, I went through what I went through. My family went through what they went through, and I'm gonna hold people accountable. However, that does not reflect how I feel about that man. I love my dad. I support him as the artist that he is. But as a human being, you have a responsibility to uphold. Well, one, I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this.
Please, bro.
I love my father, okay?
I wanted to talk about this. I'm not exactly sure like why she felt like she needed to tell us that, but let me read. She made it clear that while she believes accountability matters, her feelings toward him are often misunderstood. I love my father, she said, explaining that love and accountability can exist at the same time. Oh yeah, because y'all are fans of her dad's, and so you get mad when she gets up here and talks about her experience of him. Yeah, that happens. I feel the same way. I had a moment, and I was about to bring this up yesterday, and then child, you know how I be going on tangents and just forget. But I had a moment. I was driving in my car, and I think a song came on that was like one of my dad's songs. And I remember what it felt like when things were good, or like the way my dad would get everything ready for Christmas, like just the effort that would be put in at certain times. It is such a confusing feeling to also like now be looking at some of these moments that were really cruel, to be looking at them honestly and seeing like you were trying to break me, but then also still trying to build me up at the same time. It is the weirdest thing. And it's so emotionally confusing to have both um good feelings, you know what I'm saying? Like good memories, love, like real deep, profound love for someone. And to still have to grapple with how often they hurt you just because they could. Like, it is really sick when you think about it. And I think that's why it becomes so difficult for women to see when they're in abusive relationships, or when they're, in any type of abusive situation. You really don't see it accurately because your first examples of love come with abuse. And so when you're an adult, it's hard to gauge that somebody is harming you and how seriously you should take them harming you, because people in your life have loved you and built you up, but also broke you down, traumatized you, and at moments when no one was watching, hurt you just because they could. I mean, it is such a mind fuck. And that's why I have to like keep talking about these things and reinforcing, you know what I'm saying? Like the advocacy and speaking on these things, because you have to remain clear. You absolutely have to remain clear about it, because it can be so uh emotionally confusing. Sorry, y'all. Somebody got the wrong number. Texas people by a wrong number. Anyway, so yeah, y'all. That's going on with that. Let's see what else is going on. We were talking about all the homophobia yesterday with the church people, and I forgot to play what Yolanda Adams said.
I have a lot of LGBT folks, friends who are in the church, and they love the church, and they love that space. And you have never used your religion, your faith, to hurt people. There are plenty of LGBT folks in the Black church.
Absolutely. And have been, listen, I am 64 years old. I have seen everything in the church.
Yes.
And again, it has everything to do with the way you were nurtured. My family nurtured us to believe and know that everyone that gets to this earth got here because they are God's children. And why would you want to ever hurt anything that God loves? I have cousins, I have friends, I have dear friends in and out of all music and arts and sports genres. And I never looked at them as anything other than beautiful people. And it is not my job ever to hurt anyone or to base anyone because of who they are. God is not surprised by anyone he created. He knew who you would be before your mom and dad even got together. So why am I disrespecting what God respects and loves? Period.
I have a lot of LGBT folks, friends who are in
Alone in a room. Child, you gotta love some Yolanda. It's just me and you. I feel so lost, 'cause I don't know what to do. Now what if I choose the wrong thing to do? I'm so afraid of disappointing you. So I need to talk to you and ask you for your guidance, especially today when my life feels so cloudy, and guide me until I'm sure I open up my heart. Oh, yeah. Come on now. My hopes and dreams are fading fast. I'm all burned out. And I don't think my strength's gonna last. Oh, I'm crying out to you. Ooh, I know that you're the only one who is able to pull me through. So I know I need to talk to you. Come on, y'all, okay? And ask you for your guidance, especially today when my world seems just a little bit cloudy, cloudy. Woo, it got me through. That's why I open up my heart, my heart, my heart, my heart. Oh, all I need to do is just hear a single word from you. Ooh, I open. Listen, y'all not gonna play with me, bitch. I used to be down to the church, okay? I was in the choir, okay? Hallelujah. Okay? Love me some Yolanda, boy. Okay, listen, don't. There's no pain. Girl, don't make me do it. Jesus can't feel no hurt. He cannot heal. I'm not gonna do it, bitch. All things work according to his perfect will. No matter what you're going through, remember God is using you for the battle. It's not yours, it's the Lord's. Come on now.
There's a double standard in church when it relates to women, and it's abysmal hypocrisy. You got out of shape preachers
Y'all, it's so many. I had to tell my friend, girl, talking about he right. I said, friend. Okay, I'ma hold y'all hand when I tell y'all this was not right. I know y'all think it was. It was not. I thought the dress was beautiful. I did not feel like it was inappropriate. It is flesh toned. That is what you put under like lace, black lace. Y'all are always policing women's bodies, especially in the church. Y'all are constantly policing women's bodies. Why are you dressed like that? Why are you wearing that? Oh, well, bitch, because I wanted to. The Lord blessed me with this body. Okay? There is a lot of purity culture wrapped up in church. We talk about it all the time. This is not a surprise. Jamal is petty. Yes, I don't feel like real pastor. I'm sorry. Because there's a way to get up there and defend your wife. I wouldn't even do this on a pulpit. If I was to do it on a pulpit, I don't think I would have went in the way he did. He went in to the point that it felt like he's talking to specific people that are in the crowd. And the way the women are in the crowd, yeah, that's right. I don't like it. I'm gonna let it play.
who rail on modesty but have never preached a sermon on obesity and gluttony.
I have a problem with that one right there as well, y'all. I have a problem with that one as well. And that's what Samira be talking about how the fat phobia just be seeping out all over the place. And then when she say, now how I get in it? Okay? Like, just in general, like, hold on, wait, how a fat bitch got in it? What are we talking about? You don't have to shame somebody for being fat because you feel like they shamed your wife about purity culture that exists within the confines of y'all's religion.
Our misogyny has become institutionalized.
Misogyny has always been institutionalized. It is literally the fabric of which your religion is built off of. You know that. To me, it's misogyny in all of these women in a crowd screaming and hollering, praising God in front of this man. And it's really because they want a man. Like, I don't think it's actually about spiritual growth. I don't think it's about spiritual growth. I think it's about making you feel better about the things you feel shameful about. I think it's about community, right? I think it's about being around other like-minded people that are also trying to spiritually bypass their personal development as people. Because mega churches, my God, on today, not all of them, but a lot of them have always given me like, I just don't like the vibe. I don't like the fit. It feels like a Walmart for church. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like corporate church. It feels like, there's a whole bunch of, money changing hands, and then me,
And cloaked under spirituality. Today, if a man falls out at the altar, you will let him lay there. But if a woman lays out at the altar, you'll pull out more sheets than Bed Bath and Beyond. In the black church tradition, in case you did not know, in the church that you were raised in the black church that you were raised in, ushers coming down the aisle had to put their hand behind their back. Mm-hmm. That was, in fact, instituted for female ushers so that men who were sitting on the aisle would not be attracted to look at their derriere. So they had to put their hand behind their back to block the eyes of nasty deacons who couldn't keep focus on the cross.
Oh my God, nigga, you are a nasty deacon that couldn't keep focus on the cross. What is happening in this sermon? You talking about yourself, Jamal. What do you, like, that's why I said he was full of shit.
We have placed the full responsibility of warding off temptation on women without putting a demand of sexual discipline on men.
Very true. That's very, very true. I love when niggas, have sense, but, only after they've shown us repeatedly how they don't have any.
We have swallowed an Americanized rape culture. The American rape culture asked women first, what were they wearing? As if the hemline is an invitation to violation. So no correction for brothers in tight pants. No correction for brothers who got their shirts unbuttoned all the way to their belly button. No correction for brothers wearing the tight shirts even when it's wintertime. Be very clear that the Jezebel spirit is not gender specific.
I agree with all of that.
Jezebels and there is Jarrell.
Not Jarrell. I do say that these niggas are succubus. I tell y'all all the time, these are succubi. He's a succubi. He's trying to suck the life out of the children of Salem, bitch.
Because there's a double standard in church when it relates to women, and it's abysmal hypocrisy.
Yeah, let me see what are some other clips. But in general, I'm just gonna say that Jamal is full of shit. Like, of course, y'all always say men don't protect. And then, okay, yeah, I got y'all.
I know
you know
you
what I'm saying? I got y'all on that. And I do feel like I don't see anything wrong with him defending her. It's the way you do it, y'all. It is the way you do it. And you don't do that by body shaming other women. Like, that's not how you do that. Like, as a man, I don't want to hear you speaking on another woman's body in order to offset how people are responding to what they feel like is a less than modest dress by a first lady of a church. I don't know why anybody still expects that of anybody that's close to Jamal Bryant, that is stunts and shows, that is a performance. Like, I don't know why y'all still get pulled in by religion anyway in this capacity, to where y'all somewhere complaining about what, you know, a philandering man on his second wife, is his second wife, right? A philandering man on his second wife wears to the church. She's a beautiful woman, okay? She's gorgeous. But him, when he said that about, I wanted a woman that I was gonna run home to and all of that, Giselle and her look almost just alike. Giselle was also very beautiful, and you cheated on Giselle. You weren't running home. So her being beautiful is not going to save her from being mistreated by him if and when he decides that he wants to get his dick wet somewhere else. Now, he may have grown out of that at this point. Maybe. I guess we'll wait and see. But yeah, I don't, and I do want to say that there probably is some truth to the fact that you set her up for this, right? Talking about he bought the dress. So if you bought the dress, that would mean that you picked this dress out for her to wear, knowing how the church people will respond to it, so that you can create a sermon, so that you could get up here and go viral. That's what the people in the comments are saying. They saying that this was a setup from the very beginning, that you wanted to go viral. You wanted to make people, this is how you bring more women to his church. And that's how I felt. I felt like this was for all of those women that were screaming and hollering and I know that's right and all of that. All of those women, all of those are male identified pick me women that just are at church praying for dick. I love y'all. I love y'all. I do. But the way y'all worship men on the pulpit and excuse their bad behavior and champion their bullshit, it does give. You are worshiping this man, or you are attracted to this man. You want a man like this man, and you are coming to his church in hopes that hearing the word from him will help you, pray forth the same type of man. But I just want to say that churches need to be taxed, and that people that are in charge of like spiritual shit, y'all need to like step away from and deconstruct Christianity together. Y'all do. His conversations seem like they're on like the wavelength of that, but I also feel like it's a manipulation just to get more women into the door, to get more money out of their pockets, so he can continue with the prosperity preaching. And the prosperity preaching is bullshit, y'all. I do want y'all to recognize that. If y'all don't hear nothing from me when it comes to this church shit, God is not blessing you with blood money. Like you're going to get it. It is a blessing to be able to take care of yourself. Please don't misunderstand me when I say that. But the value that these people put in money, it will make you forget about the fact that there is a system put in place to ensure that you live in poverty. There is a system that is put in place to ensure that you have a hard time making a livable wage. There are people spending millions of dollars lobbying against it. So when people get on pulpits and tell you that you just not doing the Bible right, you're not Christianing right, you're not praying hard enough, and that's why you don't have money, and that's why you're struggling, it's not real. It's not true. Prosperity preaching, and I believe that's what he does, is extremely problematic because it makes you feel like it's your fault that you're not rich. It's not. Historically, I promise y'all, it is not your fault. You are not rich. I just want to be clear. So let's listen to what his ex-wife had to say.
I want to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. I don't see nothing wrong with Jamal's wife's dress. Did you see all the discourse online?
Yes.
I don't see anything wrong with that dress.
It was fine. It was fine.
Yes.
But this is the thing. People going to have their commentary one way or the other. And you would think you would not feed into the commentary, Pastor.
That part.
So her dress was fine, but and people going to have, say whatever they want to say. Let's just not feed into it. That's all.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah. Because that's when you make it unnecessarily bigger than it is.
Yeah, you bring more attention to it for sure.
Yeah.
But I also think, I don't know, I'm just like, it was an unnecessary discussion, period. Yeah, so just leave it alone. But,
Yeah.
you know, it was made a moment for sure. Or maybe like use a different platform. I know you don't want to talk about it.
Use a different platform.
For that. Like, I don't know that Sunday service is the place to talk about.
Agreed. And
okay, so we have the same thoughts on this. I can't believe it. Me and the Green Eyed Bandits are in agreement on this.
I'm not going to tell him when and where to say whatever he has to say.
Yeah.
But maybe it was a Bible study moment, right? Which is not on Sunday. You know, let's Sunday for the word of the Lord.
Yes. Because I didn't see the connection to the word of the Lord. You know, sometimes it's like form for that. Like,
okay, where was the connection to the Lord in this? Okay, let me read some of y'all super chats and we'll move on to the next thing. Oh, okay. The Trap Vegan. Thank you so much for the super chat, Bondi. Thank you for sharing your beautiful soul with us. Your energy is so divine and blissful. May all of your heart's desires come to fruition, filled with infinite abundance, radiant health, and prosperity. Please don't ever change. I love it here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Thank you. Make me emotional. No, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for saying all of that because, you know, this job is not always easy. And, you know, I got Teflon skin, but at the end of the day, you still need to hear good from people as well. And y'all do show me a lot of love. So I don't want y'all to ever think I don't appreciate it and it doesn't resonate because it does. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Crash out, Auntie. You deserve this and much more. Thank you. Thank you. Candy Doll. Thank you. Pass the collection plate for Bondi, girl. You got me in tears. Oh, child, listen, I knew because I had chills when I was singing. That's my song. I used to sing that in church all the time. So I got muscle memory on that song. Not you taking us to church, saying, girl. Okay, listen, I had to remind folks because they be, you know, they think because you come to a certain point in your life, that means that you ain't grow up in somebody's church. I don't know what you thought. Okay, I don't know what you thought. But girl, I done been to all of the churches and church, girl, Baptist, Methodist, Lutheran, and Catholic. Okay. Thank you, Jupiter Sun. I'm a remote recruiter for skilled traders. Every woman I've hired has excelled and been promoted. The guys are mostly bums and cannot remain employed. My God. Y'all can't even do the shit y'all say y'all good at. Good. Oh my God. Chad Scott, thank you for the super chat. Wifey has the responsibility within her marriage to speak up for herself and put action behind it. So her clearly hard-headed man gets the point. I agree. I agree that it is it's the woman's responsibility to lead in that aspect. Because if you don't lead these men on how to treat you and how to handle you, girl, they do you any old kind of way. They will. So let's get into the Mary J. Blige and Misa Hilton of it all. I can love you better than she can. I can. I'm not gonna do it. Love you. Yo, I want to know Mary's true story, y'all. But when I tell y'all, these are some evil looking bitches. Like, okay, I don't know them personally, y'all. I don't know them personally. I don't know these people personally. They might be the bee's knees, okay? They might be the best people in the world to the people that they know. But from the outside looking in, these are some mean ass bitches, right? Mary J. Blige and Misa Hilton, girl, I'm scared that they look like they chew glass. Okay? Right? That shit, not in an ugly way, but like they look tough. You know what I'm saying? Like bitches look like mob wives. The big bang, the reason I'm alive, where all the stars combined. They look pointy. Yes. Why is that in, Sasha? Why is that the word that was in my mind, girl? Why they look pointy? Bitch, y'all look like thorns. Okay, listen. 'Cause a rose is still a rose. Baby girl, you're still the flower. New York court has dismissed the lawsuit filed by Misa Hilton against Mary J. Blige. According to court documents, the case was dismissed without prejudice, meaning the claims were not evaluated on their merits and may be refiled at a later date. The lawsuit was originally filed in July 2025. Hilton alleged that Blige interfered with her record label's business operations, including relationships involving her artist roster. Blige denied the allegations and sought dismissal of the case through her legal representatives. According to the documents obtained by TMZ, TMZ Hip Hop, Blige's attorney Lisa Moore and Andrew Pequinot, I don't know, filed a motion to dismiss, which the court granted. The dismissal does not prevent Hilton from pursuing sanctions or refiling claims. Should she choose to do so. The ruling following a period in which no further action was taken by Hilton. So she didn't do anything, and so they dismissed it. Okay. And this was all over Vado, if I recall. Abusive, Mickey Mouse looking ass Vado. Okay. Y'all, I don't know what the tea was with this, but we didn't even know that they weren't friends anymore when this story came out. So it's like y'all beefed out so hard that y'all fighting over Vado. And since when did Misa have a record label? Why would you have a record label, Misa? Like, at this point, the only reason I could see you trying to get a record label is because Sean taught you how to exploit artists and make money off of them and not pay them. So that's why you want your own label, because you need to be able to exploit people and make money the way he did, since he's no longer around to pay for shit. Because I heard that nigga running out of ends. That's what I heard. Let me see if I can find that story that said that Diddy wasn't paying the people, which I don't know why we keep getting surprised by that. Diddy doesn't pay the people. Diddy doesn't pay the people. That's why he's in the situation that he's in, because he doesn't pay people. Because if he merely would have just paid people, then we wouldn't have a problem. Okay, so then let's look at this. With stories, matter of fact, where is that?
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
Okay. So this is what they're saying right now. Sean Diddy Combs reportedly earned millions from ultra wealthy travelers who unknowingly flew on his private jet ahead of his trial on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. According to the U.S. Sun, charter company Silver Air continued renting out Combs' $60 million jet, which I told y'all that back when this shit was happening, that he was making money off of his jet, which is very Harvey Weinstein of him. That's why a whole bunch of celebrities were also on, this plane, this plane docket, okay? Because it basically had the list of all the people that used or flew on Epstein's planes. That's how this all started, because sometimes people were just using his planes, and then also sometimes people was using his plane to go to that fucking island. And so this is very much like that, if you ask me, okay? Falls in line with that predator thing. So, yes, Combs' rented jet, registered to Love Air LLC, was reportedly put back into service as other sources of income began to dry up. Between the arrest in May 2025, the 14-seat aircraft was rented at least every other day. The outlet reported the jet company completed 126 trips during that period, bringing in an estimated $4.1 million. In October, a federal court convicted the rapper and music executive on 2 counts of transporting people for prostitution and sentenced him to 50 months in prison, according to NBC News. Broker website Jetly later explained how wealthy travelers could have chartered the jet without realizing it was linked to the Bad Boy Records founder. Brokers are the intermediaries between your licensed aircraft and passengers, Jetly wrote. The listing process is usually straightforward. And once vetted by the platform, the plane will appear as available and will soon start generating income. This is most likely what happened with Diddy's Gulfstream G5500. The plane was listed and the passengers didn't even know who the real owner was. Well, that's a way. But let me see if I can find this other story about him not paying the employees that are still working on his properties. And it's so funny because people's responses are like, y'all, everybody just, I hate to say it, but like everybody comes off so dumb now, y'all. Right? Like they're in the comments saying, well, he went to jail. He's going to jail for 50 months. Like, why would you not be looking for another job? I mean, a better question would be, why would you still want to work for somebody that is being accused of these things and that mishandles his employees? Like, he has a history of mishandling his employees. Why would you want to work for somebody that has a history of not paying people, and now you're online complaining about what? Him not paying you. I need to go to Google for this. Hold up. Diddy not paying. Okay. Not the artist, girl. Not the artist. His staff. Yes. Okay. Here we go. It says, according to reports, there are some unhappy employees who work for Diddy, but not because he's currently in prison. It's because they aren't getting paid, leading to some making their departures. Representatives for Diddy are denying the claims. The allegations are pointed at the business management firm TriStar Sports and Entertainment, who have been handling Diddy, aka Sean Combs' money, since he began serving his 50-month sentence after being convicted on 2 counts of violating the Mann Act last year after a highly lurid trial. Yeah. So they're saying another cited example involves Diddy's family members who wanted to have a family dinner the night before he was sentenced in New York City. They were allegedly told by TriStar to submit an invoice. When they contacted the firm to foot the bill, the firm refused to pay initially, but would reimburse those who paid the bill. Diddy's family members are also reportedly being held to a restricted budget. My God. Okay, because everybody be calling you a billionaire until you got to pay lawyers' fees. People, personnel, and attorneys are all being paid and no one is leaving, said Judah Engelmeyer, a representative for Diddy, when questioned about whether employees were being compensated for their work. They added Sean Combs controls his own finances. Everyone gets paid for their work once it's completed and confirmed after routine review. The situation comes with while speculation runs rampant that Diddy is still earning money from behind bars, right? About his plane. So yeah, it's given he is not paying them people. I don't believe his representatives, because I think that a lot of his money is going to lawyers' fees and fighting off all of these lawsuits that, maybe get thrown out, but some of them are very valid, right? So it is given you have to spend a lot of money on attorney's fees. You already had a huge lifestyle to pay for, right? You have multiple homes, you have all of your children and family members to take care of, and you have the people that are running your business while you're in jail. You have to pay those people as well. So yeah. I don't know why people think that when somebody like him goes to jail, they have an empire. If their empire is still in place because the government never went in to freeze their funds, yeah, they can still pay for all of these things to continue going until they come back. But if I was somebody that was a maid or a chef or something like that for him, I would not continue to work for him. After he went to jail, it would have been like, all right, y'all, I quit. He can go dance the Hully Gully for all I care. I wouldn't have been working for that nigga from jump, because he just gives abuse. He gives abuse, and I'm not trying to work for no abusive personality. Bitch, fuck you. Okay? It ain't never that deep. I'll cook and sell plates before I'm up there trying to work for that nigga that's got a history of not paying people. But, people live in la la land when it comes to these celebrities. They really, really live in la la land. There were so many people arguing with me and calling me stupid and calling me dumb because I said that Karrueche Tran probably has to prove. Karrueche Tran has to prove that she is worthy, right? That she deserves to be taken care of by Deion Sanders by being a nurse. It doesn't matter that he can afford to pay for one. As his partner, as his girlfriend, she is going to be helping him. Like, the nurse is not there 24/7. So if he has to get up in the middle of the night to go pee and he need her help, who the fuck y'all think gonna help him? The nurse that's not there after a certain amount of hours? Like, it's so weird the way people are on. He got an assistant, he got this, he got that, and the girlfriend will still be the one doing it. Now, there's actual video. I ain't see no responses from them bitches when I added them and sent them video of her in the hospital with him, helping him in the bathroom, being a fucking nurse, okay? Yeah, that's what that is. When you are with a sick person, you are going to play nurse. And you definitely gonna have to prove that you can be that for him in order for him to be giving you Christmas presents and taking you out on gifts, take you out on trips and all of that shit. It is what it is, girl. Sitting up there talking about you dumb. If you think she gotta prove anything, you must not be in a healthy relationship if you think a woman has to prove anything. Bitch, you live in La La Land. You live in La La Land. I actually have a really healthy relationship, and it's because I'm not delusional, bitch. Main reason, not delusional. Now let's get into Cam, okay? Because Cam is over there, okay? Always subliminally talking about how much he is torturing the shit out of Jazzy. Let's hear.
He's had an audience. When all the audiences are gone and it's just you, what's going on in here?
I'm at peace the most.
That answer was so quick that I don't believe it.
But there's a lot of me that asks the question, are you gonna fight for me? Mm-hmm. Because when I was vulnerable to the individuals, that's family, that's friends, that's partners, are you gonna fight for? That's what I'm most scared of. Because everybody in love, everybody wanna walk down, everybody wanna do all the festive marital stuff that the Bible don't even say. And when I call it out, I'm like, yo, the Bible ain't never mentioned no honeymoon. The Bible ain't never mentioned the ring. The Bible ain't never mentioned spending millions and thousands of dollars on a marriage celebration. The Bible didn't.
The Bible also doesn't say anything about being a football player. The Bible doesn't say anything about being a rich, famous man with a podcast. The Bible don't say nothing about you spending a whole bunch of money on cars and hats and sweaters and jewelry with polyester blends and shit. Like, the Bible doesn't say anything about a lot of things that you engage in. So why, when it's time for you to do something for a woman, you want to bring up the Bible as a reason for why you shouldn't be doing anything? Nobody should be with this man. This man should be alone. Y'all, he has made me really dislike Jazzy. But at the end of the day, I'm going to call a spade a spade. That lady is over there being abused if this is the person that she's in a relationship with. And the reason why she don't see nothing wrong with the relationship is because she's an abuse victim. I think that's exactly what it is. She's an abuse victim and he's an abuser. What he is talking about, girl, I don't know how many times y'all got to watch What's Love Got to Do with It. It's the same thing. Y'all remember the scene? Right? When he tells her how everybody left him, all them suckers I done made famous, right? So you gonna leave me like all them other suckers I done made famous, huh? Yeah, you a sorry motherfucker, all right. Y'all remember that? The lady was tired. The lady was sick. The lady had just had a fucking baby. The lady was hoarse. And he told her that this was the biggest night of his career, and he don't have time for her to be talking all of that shit. And it's the greatest night of career. You done fucked that up for me? Yeah, you a sorry motherfucker, all right. Y'all remember that? Before that, there was several conversations that Ike had with Tina, that Ike had with Anna Mae, in which he told her that all of the artists before her had left him destitute. He had put all of his time and money and effort into them as a group, and then they went on and made big and then left him right where he was. But he said, that's all right. That's all fitting to change. Right? He told her. And then when the shit happened with Lorraine and Lorraine shot herself and all of that happened, he's sitting up there talking about his family life and hugging a pillow. And now she's saying, I'd never do you like that. I'd never leave you. I'd never desert you. I'd never do you like that. because he's sitting in front of her like a little boy holding a pillow, trauma bonding, letting his future abuse victim know how she needs to be thinking about him moving forward. I am a wounded baby bird. I might be a grown-ass man, but I was harmed in my childhood just like you. And so you have to allow me to act like a terrible individual to you at times, because you have to remember that when I was a child, I was hurt. Or people left me. I have abandonment issues. And my abandonment issues means that I can abuse you. And that as long as you stay while I abuse you, you're proving to me that you're not going to abandon me. So please stay and withstand all of this abuse and mistreatment so that you could prove to me that you're not going to leave me just because I mistreat you. You're not going to abandon me just because I don't treat you well all the time.
Say a lot of these things, but if we're going off of the Bible's accord, there's a lot of worldly things that have crept into it. So now for me, above all, going back to the most impactful vow, for me, I want to know without a shadow of a doubt, for better or for worse.
And a lot of men feel like this. I had a conversation with a friend of mine that before he actually put in the effort to date a woman, he wanted a guarantee from her. There is no such thing. And as a man, y'all can't guarantee that one day y'all won't up and leave a woman. You might say that you're not going to do it, and then you still going to do it because people lie and things change. So as an adult, you trying to find that type of reassurance from another person, that's toxic. That is toxic. There is no way you can know before a shadow of a doubt that somebody is never going to leave you. And you should never ask that of anybody. As a whole human being, you should be prepared that if whenever somebody decides they don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore, they can leave and you will be okay. I'm just saying, like that goes for everybody in the comments, okay? Oh, people do not owe you their lives. No matter what they do for you, no matter what you do for them, a person does not have to stay with you if they don't want to stay with you. Nobody can guarantee you that. And it's weird that you would ask that. It's a really unreasonable ask. I know you don't realize that, but that's extremely unreasonable to ask somebody that type of shit.
But don't just walk with me when it's for the betterment of you.
Yeah, I got it.
And I got that part. And as long as people understand that.
Nothing about being in a relationship with a man is only going to benefit a woman. Nothing. There is not a relationship that a woman can have with a man where she is the only one getting something out of the relationship. Never. That has never fucking happened ever. There is always something to be gotten from a man's connection with a woman. Always. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But it's this idea that a woman comes into his life, and because he has money, this goes back to that Natalie Nunn conversation. Because you have money, that all of a sudden means that you're so valuable and you're a great catch because you have money, even though you can be a headache and talk to me terribly and disrespect me on social media and cheat on me. You can do all of this shit, but I have to be perfect, like your mom, right? I have to be perfect, and I have to take all of the abuse that your mother took from your father in order for you to feel like I'm worthy. Correct?
That when you are hurt,
come get me.
I may tell, man, get the hell away.
But don't pay that no attention.
That's the character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then some will say,
oh, so you can mistreat me. That's not real. That's just a character. You know the real me. Yeah, no, you need to integrate your personalities, bitch ass nigga. Because however you treat me, that's who you are. Olivia, come back here. Hold up, y'all. I'm going to run an ad and I'm going to be right back because I know she about to pee somewhere. Hold up. I'll be right back. Hey, y'all. This is a get ready with me. Okay, just a little something before I get ready for one of my daily lives. So I just started growing my locks about 2 years ago now, and I color treated, and I do like a style here or there, and I really, really have noticed that my hair does the best when I keep it moisturized. And my regimen of spraying my hair with water and then following it up with Fab Hair International's Moisture Mist leave-in conditioning spray, girl. Listen, it's giving me everything that I need as far as the moisture on a daily basis is concerned. I've tried a lot of sprays and I really, really enjoy not only the way the spray bottle works, but also the way the hair feels moisturized after I've given it a spritz. There are so many great Fab Hair International products to try. And the Stimulate and Soothe Deep Cleansing Shampoo is one of my favorites. It actually gives your scalp a tingling sensation that makes it feel really, really clean. And then the Moisture Mask Deep Conditioning Mask is really amazing as well. Make my hair feel really, really moisturized after I had color treated it. The products are great and were created by a Black woman stylist who came from behind her chair to give her people the products she felt they really deserved. Fab Hair International is for all curls and coils, whatever your hair type. You can find something at Fab Hair International that will suit your specific needs. Right now, you can use my code BONDY15 to get 15% off of your purchase. Go to fabhairinternational.com, take their hair quiz, and find out which products will be perfect for your hair. Be a bougie traveler and shop fabhairinternational.com. All right, I'm going to let this play again because as soon as I came up here, my food got here. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to let this continue.
Oh, that's toxic. Miss me with that. It's like no.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah. No, they
when
got
it's
different
really
words.
a test.
It's.
Will you come get me? It's really a test because your definition of love is proven by you, the other person coming to get you, and that way you don't have to worry about abandonment.
Checkmate.
I got you.
I take you through these courses just to see. I want it. This is the only way I can find out.
Yeah.
I mean, you call it how I see it, man. My father ain't raised no fool now. And I done got food before. So for me, I need to sit up.
When did you get fooled? Because the last woman had, 3 children for you, and you cheated on her and got another woman pregnant? When did you get fooled, Cam? Because to me, it seems like all you do is take advantage of the women that you're in relationships with and then act like somebody did something to your weak ass.
Up here and say like, hey, hold on. I hate to do this to you, baby. I gotta see.
I hate to abuse you, but I have to see if you're going to stay with me no matter how much I abuse you. You have to show me that you're going to be okay with me abusing you in order for me to treat you right. Girl.
You know what you got in me. The good. But I really don't know. And that's what I'm afraid of. That's not to say that I can't come along or come around to being that or everybody to understand that. It's like, yo, this journey.
It's a journey.
It's a journey. But it's lopsided.
Yeah.
Until it's not.
What do you mean it's lopsided until it's not? Yeah, I really feel like he is psychologically abusing Jazzy like a lot. Like, I honestly, hearing him even say that made me feel really bad for her. I know that she's going to get online and act like, she's always online acting like it's not what it is and that she's okay and all of that. But girl, there's no way you're okay with a man that's hurting you just so he could try to prove or so he could make you prove that you love him. Cam Newton is also very rich, but that's what he said. She said he's $1 million nigga. But she over there eating on styrofoam fucking plates because she don't want to wash dishes. Girl, not even paper? Styrofoam? Not even paper. Styrofoam. Who the fuck still uses styrofoam? Like, I'm just saying, like, at your house, girl, no, you get the cute little paper plates, the Glad paper plates, or whatever the fuck the brand name is for the paper plates, girl. And then you get the larger ones. Girl, my favorite is Chinette, though. I'm not even gonna lie. My favorite paper plate, Chinette, okay? So yeah, I'm just, girl, you're not even using the expensive brand of paper plate at y'all house. What is he offering? We're talking about, what I bring. What does he bring? Dick? Because he's not bringing money. He's not bringing money. You would have a more luxurious lifestyle if you were living on your own, working and taking care of yourself, and not him and two babies and all of his other kids, and he don't have nobody at that house cooking for you. Nobody is at that house cooking for her. So this is another man with money. I don't know why the fuck y'all think black men with money are generous. They're not. Most black men I know with money are not generous. They're stingy as fuck. Dixie, thank you. Dixie plates, bitch. It used to be Dixie cups, now it's Dixie plates. But I like the Chinette. I like the Chinette. Okay? No, styrofoam plates do not scream $1 million nigga put pressure on you. Because if $1 million nigga put pressure on you, he should always have somebody in your house cooking for you. And an old Mexican lady that he won't fuck. We don't want you to be like Stefan Diggs and Cardi B. Speaking of, let's transition over.
Did you have even a slip?
Hold up. Let's transition over to Jessie Woo. And yes, I did. Y'all know I don't always agree. I say that, we don't always have to say, because nobody agrees with everything everybody say. I don't know why we always got to say that shit. Like, But I agreed with Crystal originally. I also agreed with Jessie Woo when Jessie Woo was talking about Cardi, you shouldn't have said anything about this case. You shouldn't have gotten on the internet to post messages between you and that girl. I don't know why everybody was so mad at me, because I think her and the girl was fucking Stefan together. I don't know why everybody's so mad at me about that. Like, that's the worst thing I could ever say about her. But it's because y'all homophobic and y'all don't like to admit it. So I say somebody did some gay shit and now you old overly emotional hoes are upset about it. When the truth of the matter is, girl, you think that's a bad rumor to be put about somebody that she fucked? They was over there fucking together even though they was all on the boat together? You don't think they all fucked on the boat that one time that we saw them? Girl.
Actually see the clip and see I'm not the one who said it. And still, oh yeah, Jessie Woo said it. Just a bunch of dummies, just like you. Bird brains. She got karma for trying to get on. She got karma for trying to get a revenge, baby. It's insane. It's insane. I agree. However, since Cardi is the only burn brain that let Twitter know the chef contacted her, I tend to think Cardi was the girlfriend that told her to recant her story. Yeah, let's bring that up. Let's bring that up. Okay, let's bring that up. People will actually see the clip and see I'm not the one who said it. And still, oh yeah, Jessie Woo said.
Thank you.
Because my goodness, the way I would just have said nothing.
And this is what we were all saying. The commentary from most of us that still like Cardi, and I have to say this all the time. Yes, she is problematic, raised in a probably prejudiced, colorist Latina household. Yes, I feel like she's a pick-me. Yes, I feel like, she is very low vibrational when it comes to her, like, how she thinks about certain things. Absolutely. Do I still like her? Yes. I don't know why. I don't know why I like her. I do. And I do feel, like I told y'all, I feel the pressure as a content creator to not say anything against her because of the way she's going to react and then the way everybody else is going to react. But I'm not being bullied. And once again, I am not scared of you motherfuckers. And her liking me or me liking her don't do nothing for me financially, and it don't do nothing for me emotionally. So I'm still going to get up here and pop my shit in the way that I feel like I should. And I feel like Jessie and a lot of us commentary is that Cardi is getting in her own way by extending herself as a defense for this man that seems extremely problematic, and that at some point he might be running your ass through the washing machine in a dryer, wringing you out and hanging you up to dry. Because that's what these niggas do, especially ones that have a hint of misogyny with their femininity. Like, yes, they will hurt you. They will hurt your feelings. They will embarrass you. They will humiliate you. And two days ago was all face, all in between your ass cheeks, and will still embarrass you and hurt your feelings and play you out in front of people.
With Stefan Diggs' chef. Like, why? Degrees of separation. I feel like that's my message today. Degrees of separation. Why are you windmilling for this man who literally had you alone on Christmas? Why are you windmilling for this man? Did this man do this when you and Nikki was going back and forth? Did he hop online and say that? No. One thing about it, like, you are going to windmill for a man. You are going to beat women up. You're going to catch a court case. You're going to contact the victim. Because my goodness, the way I would just.
And yes, y'all, main thing, contacting the victim and then putting the shit on social media. Y'all, that's not smart. No matter how you slice it, that is not smart what she did. And it wasn't smart to get pregnant under those circumstances either. I don't give a fuck about, I love. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about how much you love that baby. Because y'all always talk about how much y'all love y'all kids and y'all still be abusing them, neglecting them, and talking to them crazy and fucking up their central nervous systems because you in a toxic relationship with a nigga you got to be on the phone screaming at every 2 days.
Literally not my original thought. I literally said, it's insane. It's insane. I didn't even say I agree. I didn't even say I agree. I said it's insane.
Yeah, Jesse, but the insinuation is that you agreed.
Literally. Wasn't my original thought. But even if it was, people have the right to have their opinions, point blank, period. Even if it was, people have the right to have their opinions. I have the right to have my opinion. Yeah. It wasn't my original thought. I read it off. I never literally said, I agree. Yeah, you're correct. Literally. Didn't even put any sauce on it. So.
It is witness tampering. It is. It literally is. And she posted it on social media. Again, it's not smart.
What? And of course, the bottom line of all this is a deflection. It is to deflect. Literally not my original thought.
Who says she got pregnant on purpose? Okay, so can I explain that? Okay, so it's not that you get pregnant on purpose. It's that you get pregnant and you keep the baby. It's that you have unprotected sex with a man and you didn't go get a plan B like the next day. Like, right? Like, you knew he nutted in you. You knew y'all were over there. You said y'all was fucking until it stank. Right? Love that for you. But you could have went and got a plan B pill to make sure you didn't get pregnant, but you didn't. You could have had an abortion. You have the money, you have the resources, but you didn't. Why? Why would you keep a pregnancy under these circumstances? A man that has several other women pregnant, you're still going through a tumultuous divorce, and you just had a brand new baby less than a year ago. You have a tour coming up. You have a new album coming out. These are several different factors that should have played into why she should not have, I'm not going to say she should not have, because I don't believe in telling people what to do with their pussy. But we can all, as women, think about if we were in her situation and be like, I don't think having a baby is the most ideal thing to do in this moment right now under these current circumstances. We can speak on this because at large, people have babies with no real forethought. They have babies with no real concept of how hard it's going to be, not just on them, but on the other children that they have as well. There's this thing of, I'm a woman, I'm supposed to have children. So if I get pregnant, I keep the baby because I love all my kids, even if I'm not really emotionally, mentally equipped to take care of all of them by myself.
I literally said, it's insane. It's insane. I didn't even say I agree. I didn't even say I agree. I said it's insane.
literally, wasn't my original thought. But even if it was, people have the right to have their opinions, point blank, period. Even if it was, you don't want to talk about what was really being discussed in that live. And even in these bits of pieces, I'm talking about the fact that you were contacting a victim. Why are you contacting a victim that is literally saying that they were allegedly put into a pretzel by the man that you just had a child with? You don't want to talk about what was really being discussed in that live. And even in these bits of pieces, I'm talking about the fact that you were contacting a victim. Why are you contacting a victim that is literally saying that they were allegedly put into a pretzel by the man that you just had a child with? You don't want to talk about what was really.
Like, it's just not smart. It's not smart on any level. Like, to me, I can always tell, like, by the way Cardi is speaking when she's screaming, what the issue actually is and if she's really upset. You're upset about the truth of the situation. You're expressing it in a way that makes it seem like, Jesse did something terrible or something like that, but Jesse didn't do anything terrible. Jesse read the comments. She agreed with them. I think we all agreed that your ass should not have come out and said anything about what was going on with that lady and that man, and to mind your fucking business and worry about your tour and your kids and support that nigga in private, but do not come out on your social media using your brand to defend a man when at the end of the day, these niggas do all of the shit these women say they do. These niggas do put chokeholds on people. These niggas talk to people crazy. These niggas dog women out. They have unprotected sex with a whole bunch of women. Like, you really think that you can defend a man that has this type of track record? An NFL player that is already probably a violent individual? Yeah, I don't care about none of that shit. Y'all talking about, oh, she's Catholic, she's Latin. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of. You know why I don't care about none of that? Because you hoes don't care none about that when y'all having premarital sex, when y'all having sex out of wedlock. Y'all don't give a fuck about none of that Bible, none of that religious shit when y'all are actually fucking. But when it comes time to not bring a child into a world under stressful circumstances, now all of a sudden, no, I don't do that, girl. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. If y'all don't seek to y'all religion on no other thing, girl. No, I'm not in agreement with that. Like, no, you wildin'. And stuff is going on in the world. Stuff is going on in the world, y'all. I know everybody has seen what happened with the lady. Unfortunately, so very, very sad. The woman that got shot by an ICE agent, and the government is trying to change the story and all of that. So I know people have been really upset about it. This one black lady, the police chief in Philadelphia, went fucking in. And I don't know if y'all seen this clip, but I'm gonna play it for y'all. I gotta go get Olivia because she's barking up a storm.
Good afternoon. I'm Rochelle Bilal, the sheriff for the city and county of Philadelphia. And I say her name, Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. This should not have happened, but we're here today. Let know that law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made-up ICE, probably Trump's new army to attack citizens of the United States. Did you hear what I said? No law enforcement professional wears a mask. None. None. Those that come into our communities wearing a mask to commit crime, thank God for our district attorney, Larry Krasner, who say he's going to lock them up. And I'm saying now, we are not going to whisk you away for them to hide your identity, because when you do it there, you're getting arrested there. No whisk away. for them to hide you. None of that here. None of that here. Law enforcement professionals do not shoot at moving vehicles. I'm not saying fleeing because she wasn't fleeing. She was getting out of the way. Law enforcement professionals do not stand in front of moving vehicles invoking an action that is illegal. No, we don't. And so we stand here today with all those who stand against the made-up, fake, what you can call ICE, professional law enforcement. I don't call them none of that. I call them made-up, fake, wannabe law enforcement. Because what they do is against not only legal law, but the moral law. So I'm with the DA, and we will work with them. If any of them want to come in this city and commit a crime, you will not be able to hide. Nobody will wish you off. You don't want this smoke, because we will bring it to you. And the fake, whatever they call them, because I can't say the name, but the criminal in the White House would not be able to keep you from going to jail. Renee Good should be here today. And to her family, we are saying law enforcement professionals are not the ones here in this city that would do that.
So yeah, y'all. Sounds like people are trying to get Nuck if you buck. And I wish that they would. I really do. I wish that. Oh, y'all think Candy got a y'all Candy ain't got no man. Anyway, yeah, so I think that it's time for the people in place to do something about all of this, because girl, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not in them positions. Y'all gotta stop being pussy. All of y'all that's in them positions, all of y'all that's in government and all of that. Y'all wanted them jobs. Y'all in that position. Y'all need to stop being pussy and do something about this. I think everybody needs to be arrested. All of them. 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 So we was just talking about Jessie Woo. Looks like Jessie Woo is calling out the black women and Cardi B for allegedly bullying her online. Okay? So she's been posting. She said, you better keep Cardi B name out your dick suckers before you get doxxed, ho. You in America, remember, this isn't Haiti. And from what I don't know what that's supposed to mean. What I'm hearing, they don't even like your behind in your own country either. So worry about that and leave Cardi alone. They're really upset. Jessie Woo said, black women are all over social media. Black women all over social media have been leaving me these extremely xenophobic comments, all based on a lie that Cardi B told millions of her followers, black women. Not only did Belcalis use her platform to intimidate a woman currently suing her child's father for alleged strangulation, but she followed this up by using her platform to bully me by lying on me, saying that I said things that never actually were said by me, in order to deflect from the fact that she was on her social media defending an alleged abuser. That was the focal point of what I was discussing on my live, how dangerous it is. How dangerous it is. Hold up. To intimidate victims of abuse, especially when you are such a humongous celebrity with an enormous platform. While on my live, it's clear that I was reading out 2 super chats back to back. They were not my original thoughts. For the last 4 days, I have been called a tether. I have received messages about getting ICE called on me. I mean, the comments are so disgusting. What's so disheartening is the fact that if you actually watch the video, those were literally not my thoughts. Now, here I am receiving xenophobia from other black people, racism from non-black people. I'm being doxxed, all because Belcalis chose to use her platform to perpetuate lies and vitriol towards me. Weaponizing your fan base is something Cardi B does very often, and it isn't okay. I am a commentator. I have always been, long before I did anything else in the public eye. While you may not like my commentary, spewing the vitriol my way alongside lies and twisting of my words simply because you don't have the ability to engage in the actual discussion that is taking place is just simply not okay. I don't use my platform to do that to others. It's just simply not okay. Period. Yeah. It's not okay. It's not okay. Y'all do this all the time. And that's why I said what I said. That's why I said what I said on my Instagram and on my TikTok, because y'all were in my comments bumping y'all dick suckers defending this lady about doing something that was detrimental in her own career. Like, it is detrimental to her for her to be up here defending that man and contacting an alleged abuse victim. That's not smart. I don't give a fuck what y'all are talking about. I don't care. And the fact that you feel like y'all can dox people and be xenophobic on behalf of Cardi B, yeah, fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all. Like, what is going on? Anyway, speaking of Cardi B, her baby daddy has her husband apparently hit rock bottom, because whenever Selena Powell comes around a celebrity man, he's hit rock bottom. Let's see if we can find a list of all the men Selena Powell has been videoed with. Let's see. Let's see. Who dated who? There's a site. Okay. So apparently, oh my gosh, she's a Gemini. She's had 23 relationships total that we can count, and she's 30 years old. All right. So what I'm seeing on my phone, Selena Powell has had encounters with Le'Veon Bell, Slickum. I'm sorry, I'll read the year. Le'Veon Bell 2019, Slickum 2019, Kid Boo 2019, Akon 2018, Aaron Carter 2018, Adam 22 2018, Snoop Dogg 2018, Offset 2017 and 2018, and now again, DJ Academics 2017. Ferrari rapper, 2017, Fabulous, 2017, T Grizzly, 2017, Lil Pump, 2017, Waka Flocka Flame, 2016, 2017, Fetty Wap, 2016, Cash Out, 2016, Sway Lee, hold up, Sway Lee, 2016, Fat Boy SSE, 2015, O'Shea Jackson Jr., oh yes, that's Ice Cube's son, 2015 to 2016, Dez Bryant, 2015, and Dwight Howard, 2015. She's also rumored to have hooked up with 6ix9ine. So yeah, this woman is basically like a problematic man magnet. If a man is problematic, if a man is cheating on his wife, if a man has a drug problem, if a man has to pay for sex, Selena Powell will be called on. Okay? She will be called on. She took the place of Kat Stacks. I don't know if y'all remember Kat Stacks back in the day when World Star first came out. But Kat Stacks was another young woman who we just didn't understand why these celebrity men would keep getting caught up on video with these women that have this history, right? And it's because all of these niggas are weirdos that like to put their penises where other men have put their penises. It's very, very weird, because Selena Powell is not like, like, she's not an ugly girl or anything, but there's nothing like to write home about. And the fact that she always is able to get video of y'all. She had video of Soulja Boy at one point. I wonder why Soulja Boy wasn't in his list. Yeah, I feel like they definitely left some people out this damn list, because Soulja Boy was definitely on this list. I remember when he had video of her, right? That was her. Or was that Kat Stacks? I feel like that was her with him in the cocaine. But child, that was also Snoop Dogg. Wasn't that video of Snoop Dogg sniffing something on the bed with her? Yeah. When these men hit rock bottom, they will go and find a woman that, a woman that has served everybody. She's famous for it. I don't know why. I don't know why they do this. It's weird. But it definitely gives, oh my God, what men have fucked you? Has their dick been in your vagina? Oh my God. don't take a shower. I want to put it right in there before all the juices are gone. That's what it gives. So yeah, this was the video of her. Made a tape last night and all you heard was him in a video. Offset, you sleepy boy. If all you heard was him, does that mean his dick is trash? This is more advertisement for her, right? I put you niggas to bed. To bed, to bed, to bed. I'ma put you to bed, bed, bed. And I'ma ride your body. Like, yeah. This is what she does. And then she said, tired of this grown man threatening me almost every day, got me living in fear because he owes me $15,000. I tried to get my money back for weeks and all I've gotten is threats. And then she said, if anything happens to me, Offset did it. She's not the only woman that has said this. I remember Cat Stacks got deported. She's not the only woman that has said this. That same lady that allegedly said that he was trying to get her to set up Stefan Diggs, she also said that Offset has threatened her, and if something happened to her, he did it. So yeah, sounds like Cardi B was the victim of abuse in her marriage and is in an abusive relationship with her baby daddy that she just can't see that it is yet. She just can't see it. And the reason why I say that is because it's more than likely that you're being abused by Stefan Diggs as well. Because what type of man goes around having unprotected sex with all of those different women? Like, a man that's reckless, a man that don't give a fuck about nobody, a man that don't even give a fuck about himself. I would love to hear that he went and got everybody STD tested before he went and shot up their clubs, because he was really out here having unprotected sex with so many women that at least 4 of them got pregnant at the same time. I can't imagine how many women he had sex with that didn't get pregnant. Oh, girl. Pray for the girls, because they don't care about themselves. They don't care about themselves enough. So, girl, Tyreek Hill. I don't even want to talk about this nigga, because I can tell you by looking in this nigga eyes, he's abusive. Like, I can tell you by looking in this nigga's eyes and the way he not, the way there's no control over his mouth, like he dead in the eyes. This nigga's abusive. Like, he looks like an abuser to me. Okay? Just all this in the eyes, y'all. It's in the eyes. They be dead in the eyes. Okay? So Tyreek Hill is back in court accusing his estranged wife, Keita Vaccaro, of allegedly crossing boundaries during their court-ordered time sharing with their daughter. So basically, he's saying that Keita kept trying to get back with him and was flirting with him when he would come to see the baby so that he would give her more money. And so now he wants his grandmother to replace her as the person with him when he has his supervised visits with the daughter. No. She said that she's not trying to get back with him. I don't believe that she's trying. I think he's lying. Like, I don't know why he's lying. I don't know why you're trying to get her out of the room so you can be in a room with that baby without being there with somebody that, might protect the baby or might fight you on something. It feels like you want your grandmother there because your grandmother going to do whatever you say, you want to do. Like, if you want to run off with that fucking baby, your grandmother going to let you run off with that baby or something. I don't know. But it does feel like this is something you're doing just so that you can make her look bad, something you can do in order to slow down the progress of y'all's divorce. Like, it just feels like a man using the court system to abuse a woman he's already been accused of abusing. And I definitely wouldn't trust him with that child. And I wouldn't trust his grandmother either, because men that are abusive usually got that way because their grandmammies and they mammies was ain't shit ass women. Pick-me's, if you will. And pick-me's are always going to defend a man and protect a man before anybody else. But yeah, I think he's lying. I don't think that girl trying to get back with him. I don't. And she might be asking him for money because when a bitch break up with y'all like to not pay child support. Y'all like to not pay anything that y'all was paying before when you no longer have access to a woman's vagina. But then y'all telling women that they need to be in love and not do whole shit. When at the end of the day, as soon as you decide to no longer give this man coochie, you are no longer valuable and he's not going to be taking care of you the way he said he would. Yeah. So I don't give a fuck about women doing hoe shit. Cause niggas be out here making women think that they really love them and want to be in relationships. Women be fucking almost dying during childbirth for these niggas. All for these niggas to turn around and tell you to kiss their ass because they not getting coochie from you no more. You almost died giving birth to a big head baby for a nigga. And he will turn around and tell you, I'm not giving you nothing. I'm not helping you in no type of way because you don't want to give me pussy no more. Sounds like the men are really a bunch of Johns, right? But they think they can convince the women to be in love so that they don't have to pay. That's what it sounds like to me. So I damn sure don't want to hear about women being hoes from nobody. And especially not no bitch fucking with Blueface. Now let's get to Candy. Because Candy got y'all in a tizzy on the internet today. And I just want to play an old clip. And then we going to play, we going to look at this new photo of her and this new man. And people speculating, girl.
See you and Todd being friends after the divorce? Yes. I think after a divorce, I think anybody should be able, hopefully. Don't get me started lying.
Won't age well.
I hope we get to be friends. Like, that'll be my goal. But I think when you're going through the divorce, people get on your nerves and you really start looking at them differently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm like, I'm hoping that we can make it through unscathed. Anyway,
Girl, it don't seem that way. I don't know what's going on in court right now, but the way he went for alimony and child support and wanting to take full custody and all of that, yeah, it don't feel that way, Candy. I know y'all was seen together for the holidays, but it gives Candy a swallowing shit so that everybody can have a nice holiday. That's what it was given. And so then she popped out here, and everybody is like, oh my God, what's happening here? So it says, Candy Burris just sent shockwaves through the Bravo fandom after stepping out publicly with a new man only weeks after her split from Todd Tucker, and fans are reeling. What many thought would be a quiet healing period has turned into a bold new chapter, with insiders whispering that this bromance has been brewing longer than anyone realized. Oh, so what y'all trying to say, that Candy was cheating on Todd with this man? That's what y'all trying to put out there? The timing alone has sparked heated debate online. What do you mean timing? How long do y'all think it take for somebody to find a nigga that they want to go out on a few dates with? How long y'all think that take? The timing alone has sparked heated debates online, with some applauding Candy for choosing happiness and others questioning what was really happening behind the scenes before the marriage officially ended. One thing's clear, Candy isn't looking back, and her next era is already stirring more conversation than anyone expected. She looks really good. It's a nice looking man. That's a nice looking man. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all can try to frame this like Candy was cheating on Todd before they broke up. I don't believe that. But even if that was the case, you can't convince me that Todd wasn't already cheating most of the relationship. Marvin. Okay? And not even just that, but also the conversations that we heard Todd and Candy having, the psychological abuse and games that were being played in that relationship in order to make her feel less than. Yeah. Once you start abusing people in relationships, girl, I don't give a fuck about nothing you talking about. Prove it. He look good though. I wonder if this her man, because y'all know how people jump to conclusions. Like, I was just taking a picture with him. We just went out for a little 1-2. They ain't my man. But I did want to go out on a date. I don't know. I think this might have been a way to shut down that shit of people thinking that her and Todd was going to get back together. Dude has a ring on. Does he? Let me see. Ooh, he does have on a ring. Is it a wedding ring, though? Is he a football player? What kind of ring is it? Because does that look like a wedding band to y'all? He's married. So it's not a man. Damn. We were hoping. We were hoping that it was a man, girl. We was hoping that it was a prospect for you. But apparently it was just a picture. Candy took a picture with somebody. This happens all the time. Every time a woman take a picture with somebody, y'all think they go together. Okay? But yeah. They say it's AI. Y'all, why would this be AI? No, it's not AI. Look at the fingers. Look at the fingers. That's how you can always tell if it's AI. It's not AI. Like, look at the people in the background of the picture. Like, look at the lighting. Look at the floor. Yeah, no, this doesn't look like an AI picture. Okay? but it does look like maybe it's just a picture with somebody. Do we know his name? Not yet, girl. We don't know his name. I swear. And it feels like, ooh, you don't know my name. And I swear on my mother and father, it feels like, ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, will you ever know? Y'all know I went to that Alicia Keys play. I'm sorry. Okay. Did y'all see this? I don't know if y'all still going through the emotional abuse of watching Sisters. I don't know if y'all doing that. Cause I stopped doing that a while ago, y'all. I can't deal with Tyler Perry. He don't mean me no good. Okay. He don't mean me no good. And I just can't deal with that type of abuse. Get it away from me. Okay. Apparently, Novi Brown and Ebony Obsidian felt the same way. Cause girl, they said we not coming back for the 10th season of Sisters. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. That's what it's given. And so now they have replaced their characters with two other women. I don't know who these women are. Jordan Coleman and Tunde Oyeneyin. Nayin? Oyeneyin? I think that's how you say it, girl. I would have to hear it in order to get it right. Bonnie thinks she all that because she could sing. Girl, that's not why I think I'm all that, but I do. But yeah, girl, y'all still watching Sisters? And I think it's funny that they lost, two of their, main and most liked characters at a time when he has all of this stuff coming out about him. Right? We talked about Christian Keys, right? We already talked about Christian. Ciao. Christian said we didn't talk about Christian? I thought we talked about Christian. That's because I be forgetting. If I talk about it on social media, sometimes I forget that I didn't talk about it up here. Girl, yeah, Christian Keys was back online talking about Tyler Perry again. Here we go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was like, oh, it's this this is the hottest thing over here. Ain't nobody checking on that show. Ain't nobody worried about that show. Ain't nobody this, that, and the other. I got to put my name on something that ain't mine. And season 2 and season. Yeah, he was like, oh, season 3 is when all the Queens men got weird and dudes start getting raped with dildos and all that weird shit. Nobody want to see that shit. Put that on your show. That's why I'm glad my show ain't there no more. Put that on Oval or Bruh or Sisters or whatever. Put that bullshit on your show. Season 3 is when all the Queens men got show. I'm glad because I don't have to deal with that anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you completely change the integrity of a creation show. I'm glad because I don't have to deal with that anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you completely.
Yeah. This is from a couple of days ago, y'all. Christian has listen. I don't know why y'all need him to say Tyler Perry. I don't know why y'all need him to say Tyler Perry. But that's good enough for me. I don't know how many times I gotta keep telling y'all that Tyler. Okay, this is just how I feel. If you are willing to not pay people, if you are willing to exploit labor laws so that you can get more work out of people than you're actually willing to pay for, you are a billionaire. You own the lot, right? You own the production company. Why are you cutting corners the way you do? It is because rich black men are cheap and fucking stingy, like I told y'all, okay? And I don't know why they feel the need to exploit people the way that they do. Why you need to always have a one up over everybody, but it just comes off like even people with all of this money, all of this success, all of this prestige are empty inside. Because if you are happy as an individual, why do you need to punch down on people? You're the corporation, my nigga. Why do you have to take Christian's name off his show? Why do you have to try to control his show when you have all of these other shows? Why don't you actually hire people to make your content better? Because something is wrong with you. because you like to exploit people, because you like to harm people. And so once I understand that you don't like paying people, once I understand you like exploiting labor laws, once I understand that you like taking people's names off of shit and then not hiring people that could actually help your content be better, that's enough to let me know that whatever them people say you did that shit. Because if you're willing to do that, you're willing to do anything. And that's just what it is, y'all. And they all move like this. They all move like this. From Diddy, right? To Trump, all of them. They rich as fuck, but they don't like paying people, and they really do like to take advantage of people. They find people and promise them that I'm gonna make your career, I'm gonna make sure you good, just do this work for me, turn around and they still not paying you while they riding around talking about how rich they are. It is really a slap in the face, and it is the ultimate disrespect to get slave labor out of people by manipulating them, basically lying to them. Yeah, no. So if you already willing to lie to somebody and then not pay them, that's enough for me. That's enough for me to believe that you will take advantage. So let's see. A few little things before I get out of here. So Milagro Grams is on the internet again because apparently she can't pay. I don't know. I feel like people that can't afford to pay for shit should stop signing checks that they ass can't cash. Just stop talking about the lady. I don't know what's wrong with y'all subset of people that don't know how to stop, even when it's to your own detriment, but it's weird. It is very, very weird. A sudden legal twist may delay Megan Thee Stallion's push to silence blogger Milagro Grams, also known as Milagro Cooper. I don't like that you're saying that Megan is trying to silence her, because I just don't want you to talk about me after you finish lying on me, after you finish trying to destroy me in the media on behalf of a nigga that don't care nothing about you. Court reporter Megan Kuniff revealed that Milagro's attorney has now asked for 15 additional days to respond to Megan's pending injunction request, citing internal shakeups within Milagro's legal team. Yeah, she couldn't afford to pay those lawyers, so they quit. In the filing, the lawyer stated that 2 of Ms. Cooper's counsels have recently withdrawn from representing Ms. Cooper, and remained counsel cannot meet the deadline prescribed by the rule. The injunction, if granted, will require Milagro to delete previous posts and recordings about Megan and sharply limit her ability to discuss the rapper publicly moving forward. I don't know why this is such a problem. Delete the shit. You already made the money off of it. If you posted it, if it's been a month since you talked about it, you done already made whatever money you gonna make off of it. Take it down. This is fucking stupid. Take it down. And stop talking about her. They got so many other celebrities that you could talk about. Talk about them, bitch. Because it is giving obsessed. Girl, I don't understand. I do not understand. Like, it is giving that you're obsessed with the lady. I don't know what's wrong with the people, girl. All right. And then this clip. Somebody sent me this clip.
Rather trick for forever and get beautiful boom boom and beautiful women and give them a little bit of money and send them on their way than ever get married and go through a divorce again. That divorce almost killed me. It almost killed me emotionally, mentally.
First of all, what do I tell y'all? This nigga, I don't know, I can't tell, but it looks like he colors his beard. Is this that nigga that colors his beard? I think I've seen him before. Also, I get so tired of y'all talking about how divorce hurt y'all so bad. If we go ask that lady what happened in the divorce, you dogged her out, cheated on her, weaponized incompetence, talked to her bad, she finally left you, and you was on the floor crying and dying on the ground, and now divorce is the worst thing you ever went through. So you would rather objectify and treat women like objects than, what, be vulnerable with another woman again? Sir, then don't complain about hoes, because y'all still get on the internet and complain about hoes.
Physically, in real life, it did financially. A battle for everything. My entire life was laid bare and destroyed. I lost in 1 year my business, my wife, my daughter, everything changed with that. My friends, my sense of security, my home, my money, my cars, everything gone. So you telling me if I could go I pay $100 and smash an 8, 9, or 10 and spend the night with her, have a good time, and I've lost $100, then I'm a trick, then I'll be that. I'll be that for forever. And ever go through a spot where I had no access to money, no access to the things that I needed, depression, all of those things that I had to deal with in a divorce that I never filed. I'm not doing that ever again. So at the end of the day, until I find somebody that's going to be with me thick or thin, let the tricking continue.
And that was the same thing that Cam Newton said. And this is the thing. Y'all think that somebody is going to guarantee you safety so that you can, that's not how this works. Love is a gamble. Being in relationships, with people is a gamble. Nobody owes you their life. Y'all just want to control women. Y'all just want to own people. And basically, I'm going to disrespect you and treat you like shit until I can own you. And if I can't own you, then I'm going to just treat you like shit. That's what y'all saying. And then when y'all get with the women, y'all still treat them like shit when you own them. That's why you got divorced. Like, nigga, nobody cares. And then another thing is that we're glad you enjoy being tricks, because the girls got to get paid some type of way. The girls got to get paid some type of way. So I'm glad you okay with tricking, sir. But at the end of the day, like that, y'all trying to get women to feel bad for y'all when you probably are the reason why that lady wanted a divorce in the first place. Yeah, get away from us with that. Get away from us with that. Okay? Ridiculous. Whiny baby ass bitch ass niggas. I keep passing this and I need to talk about it. It's gonna be last 2 and then I'm gonna get off of here. I love y'all. All right. Yeah, we're sex positive over here. And I'm pro sex worker. Like, I'm for the girls. Whatever they want to do with they coochie, that's their business. Okay? I just want everybody to protect themselves. Okay? I want everybody to be safe. That's the main thing. Be safe, take care of yourself, put yourself first. That's the main thing. Okay? But outside of that, y'all created this system. Okay? We was born in it. We didn't make it. Fuck out of here with that. Anyway, y'all, so this story made me mad, because Pinky Doll annoys me, but at the same time, I've seen her and her sister on social media or on the reality show on Love and Hip Hop, and it is some weird shit. Influencer Pinky Doll's sister says, I don't give a fuck after Pinky Doll lands in critical condition at Disney World. I had no idea she landed in critical condition.
Am I the drama? My mom texted me 3 days ago talking about she was boarding a plane with my family to vacation to Disney World, Florida for Christmas. And so they're leaving for the 23rd all the way to the 27th. Mind you, my birthday's on Christmas, right? So they planned out this whole trip knowing damn well it was going to be my birthday and I was going to be left out with no family. Okay. Why did my mom text me the next day talking about my sister was rushed to the hospital in critical conditions, throwing up, diarrhea, cold sweats, high fever, and external bleeding? Why my mom mad at me that I laughed? Why my mom mad at me that I don't give a fuck? That's what you get, bitch. And I really couldn't have done better karma than that. Because, bitch, what do you mean? What do you mean you planned out this whole trip knowing damn well it was going to be my birthday? Like, and you knew I was going to be left alone in the country for my birthday. And now your ass is in the hospital dying, bitch. I guess everybody gets what they deserve for Christmas this year. Merry Christmas, bitch.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Tell me.
I don't think y'all say they hate each other, but it doesn't come off that way. It doesn't come off that way. It comes off like she hates Pinky Doll because Pinky Doll got big and she didn't. That's what it gives. But to be honest, I want to blame the mama. Because it seems like the only person she had interactions with was her mom, but you happy that your sister is almost dying? You're a sick fuck. Like, you really think, yeah, people are evil. Like, this is an evil bitch. Like, this is an evil woman. Like, I don't know what type of childhood y'all had, but this is some evil shit to say that, oh, they left me on my birthday, so I don't care if my sister dies. Aren't you like a grown adult woman that could have done something on your own fucking birthday if you wanted to? Aren't you an adult? Aren't you grown? You could have made your birthday special, but you didn't. Pinky Doll is the one with the money. You treat Pinky Doll like shit. So if Pinky Doll said, I want to go and have a family trip, but she can't come because she don't know how to talk to me, then no, you can't come and don't nobody give a fuck if it's your birthday. But you should also not be like, oh, I don't give a fuck if my sister dies. Like, that is insane. You are a despicable, disgusting human being. And that's the reason why that girl don't help you now. And she still helped you by bringing you on the reality show. You just mad because you not, you know, you mad because it ain't you. You just mad because it ain't you. And that's fucked up. But that's how sibling rivalries be, especially when you got ain't shit ass people for parents. Let me see. Let me see.
Today I am back home and I want to do something real. I'm not doing this to scare no one. I'm doing this because it's real. I've been dealing with kidney episode. Doctors say my kidneys, they barely work. And this time my son, he saw everything. Feeling weak, losing control. Watching my son witness something I cannot control. This hurt more than pain. I wish I could go back. I wish I didn't pick up bad habits so young. I wish I had a dad to show me the right path when I was little, so I wouldn't have to feel that I have all this.
Girl, a dad wasn't going to show you the right path. You should have wished for a better mama. Because I don't know why y'all think having a nigga around was going to make y'all do something different. It wasn't. The nigga was going to probably be worse.
Weight on my shoulder. I had to be the provider. I have to help my family and make all these bad choices that affect me today. But wishing doesn't change the damage.
All right. This is sad. It's sad because she's sick. It's sad because her kidneys are failing. Like that's really sad. She's a beautiful young woman. And I hate to hear that her body is breaking down on her. But that's why you got to take care of your body, girl. You know, that's why you got to do better. I wonder if her and Jacquay was really together or they was just playing. But either way, I still feel bad for the girl. Like, don't nobody want you to have, you know. Don't nobody want you to have, you know, die. Like, child, they will monetize everything, girl. Is that a Fashion Nova? Oh, girl, she monetizing with her Fashion Nova on while she is telling us that she about to die. She's still performative. She's still performative, but it's sad. And it's nice to see her with her natural hair. Her hair is very pretty and thick. I didn't think it would be that thick because y'all be wearing them wigs like y'all ain't got no fucking hair.
Supporting you quietly. So receiving inspired from Fashion Nova truly means more than people know. This is
Yeah, she's so fucking robotic. It's annoying to me. She has kidney disease. Yeah. She probably on dialysis. Yeah, that's a lot to go through. That's a lot to go through. So, you know, I'm still sorry to hear that about her. But yeah, all them fucking mukbangs and all of that shit that she be doing, trying to keep people.
Hey, yo, it's your girl, Pick It Up, yes, yes, yes. And I'm about to eat the biggest pizza in America. Let's get it, baby. Rah.
Yeah, this is the reason why your kidneys is fucked up too, because you do shit like this. Y'all, oh my God. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I think so too. Think that she was like biting it and spitting it out and editing her spitting it out in between. But she talked about on Love and Hip Hop, on Love and Hip Hop Miami, which I gotta go watch the most recent episode. But she talks about it on Love and Hip Hop Miami about doing the mukbangs and all of that, trying to keep her viewership. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she does now. She does mukbangs.
Hey, yo, I'm about to eat 50 pounds of strawberry. Who ready to see that? Rah. Let's get it.
Yeah, y'all, this is sick. Yeah, I don't know why people want to watch you eat an exorbitant amount of food. But it's actually quite sick, and I'm good off that. That shit making me nauseous. But I'm still praying for, you know, she ain't, I don't see how it hurt nobody but her goddamn self. um, okay. All right. Last thing. Last thing. And this is Brene. Y'all remember we was talking about Brene and Tim and all of that. So she went on racist ass Dr. Phil's show. I don't know why people are still going on Dr. Phil's show, but that's weird.
But it led me to go there. They were okay with me going. She reached out, said it was okay. So I was there for a week.
What you said, it led me to go in there. What's the it?
So Tim and his wife, they allowed me to stay at their home for that week.
Okay.
During that week, I'm not a drinker. I'm not an alcoholic. I did drink. I was under the influence, and I took Tim's phone and I created a video of myself talking gibberish in the video. But it led me to go there. That was one. It was inappropriate, absolutely.
What were you saying?
If I can recall, I couldn't wait to be Mrs. Montague, which I am now.
Which I am now. Girl, and y'all still not happy over there. I saw that you asked him for a cute cake and he bought you one from the grocery store.
It was a lot of like, oh, I love you, these type of videos. That was what I said in the video. About Tim.
Kira's husband.
Yes.
About Kira's husband.
While you were staying in her house.
Correct. As I stated, that was one. It was inappropriate, absolutely. I'm not ashamed. It was inappropriate, and I stated to that in court. It was very inappropriate. That was one of the videos. Okay. The second video was I was in the bathroom filming myself brushing my teeth. Tim came behind me, and I did a little dance, and that was the end of that video. So again, yes, 2 inappropriate videos.
Were you dressed?
Yes, I was dressed. I was fully clothed.
Okay.
So those are the 2 videos.
Checking.
Yes. I'm not ashamed.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't fuck with racist ass Dr. Phil. And I think it's weird that she even went up there to his show to talk about this, but that's probably because they offered, and she needs, I guess, the clout right now, because nobody's gonna believe anything she says. But I was just like, girl, why the fuck is you over there? Let me read to y'all what it says. As we previously reported, Brene was ordered by the courts to pay Tim's ex-wife Akira $1.7 million after she was found liable of alienation of affection. During this episode, Dr. Phil questioned them about their relationship timeline. Tim explained how he started talking to Brene after him and Akira were separated. Dr. Phil then asked if the timelines overlapped, but Tim insisted that they didn't. Brene then chimed in and said that she didn't understand why Akira sued her when Tim was cheating with other people. You don't understand? You were in her house. You were like befriending her. You don't realize that you're a grimy snake ass bitch, and he might have been cheating with other women, but none of them were living in the house with her. You don't see that? That's interesting. Brene then chimed in and said that she didn't understand why Akira sued her when Tim was cheating with other people. And then you want to be with a man that's cheating on his wife like he's not going to cheat on you. When asked if he was a cheater, Tim denied it, but then confessed that he was unfaithful during his marriage to Akira. He says, I didn't physically go and do all the other stuff. No, Tim said to Dr. Phil. So cheating, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, nigga, you cheated. What are you talking about? Wait, Dr. Phil is a racist? Yes. Dr. Phil went on ICE raids with people and recorded it. Then Brene had a segment to herself where Dr. Phil questioned how she was able to steal her friend's man right under her nose. Brene insisted that she never had a relationship with Tim while he was married, but admits she did some inappropriate things while she stayed in their house for a week. She claims she made a drunk video of her talking gibberish where she admitted to saying she couldn't wait to be Mrs. Montague. Then she also admitted she made a video of her dancing up on Tim, all while staying in their house. It was inappropriate, absolutely. I'm not ashamed. It was inappropriate. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. You absolutely should. You weird ass bitch. You really, really should. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there. I think we talked about enough today. Thank y'all so much for coming through. I am gonna try to come back to y'all this evening for the MFN advice. if y'all want me to. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming through. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Thank everybody for the super chats that they gave. And yeah, if you're an editor and you know, you need a little side gig or whatever, hit me up, bondybluebusiness@gmail.com. All right. Y'all have a good weekend and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.